Hello. Welcome to another Collector's Figure Season 3, Episode 1. New Year, 2024. Welcome. Happy New Year. We got loads to talk about. We were off last week for Christmas, and I got a couple things in. I know Blue's got a couple things in. Again, loads to talk about. Some releases, some announcements from just about almost every company. So we're going to get to that in a moment. I just got to introduce this panel. We have Blue Tattoo, Michael Elliott, and Loco Lou.
Local Ream.
Tripod Daddy.
That's right. Uncanny, isn't it?
Uncanny.
Man, that's fire, bro.
Yeah,
Now,
really good.
Yeah, that came out awesome, bro.
not the body, or at least should I say the whole bottom portion, the body and the outfit. Where does that come from? Here you go.
This body I got from Big Bad Toy Store. It's a muscular. No, it's not. It actually got. This is a cheap Ricky Dick body that I wanted to test out on this.
That's all right. It's just, even nobody cares.
Yeah, but it was like literally it's like $30, like on Big Bad Toy Store. So it's like, can't beat it if I'm gonna cover it up like this, and it's gonna hold the pose and stuff. It's gonna be flexible. It's gonna be muscular, but it's not gonna be overbearing to the body and difficult to put on. Easy pick. And I did that a while ago with this guy, and I was like, "Where's my figure?" I was looking for him. He was stashed in the back. I was like, "Oh no!"
Some guy wants to pre-order.
You want to pre-order? Want to pre-order a Loco Lou head sculpt? Okay.
I swear to God, man. I swear to God, if Beam does another sculpt of you, you put on what? I swear to God, I'll pay you.
Listen, it's my dream to have all my friends on YouTube. That's Beam, you, Blue, and everyone else that I've streamed with. 1/6 scale head sculpt, and find matching bodies for everybody. And then when it comes to holiday season, like Halloween and stuff like that, do some head swaps here and there, and put everybody in their corresponding characters that I feel that they represent, in my version of Avengers. Because y'all guys are my heroes. You know what I mean? Y'all guys are my friends. Y'all guys help me through, struggling times. You guys, are always there. Love y'all. Thank y'all guys for being there every single time. Everybody on this panel, everybody from, Nate, Lael, of course, Figure Flex Friday, Lumi, Late Bloomer, Mario, Professoro. I'm gonna go down the list like, Mafia, can't forget Mafia, man, and Brother Cousins. You know what I mean? Mr. Coke 45 himself and Brother Rooster. I love all my brothers in 1/6 scale community. You know what I mean? Like, it's been nothing but positive energy. Love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having at least, and I'm not a completionist, so I don't need everybody. But I wouldn't mind having at least one person in the collector community on my shelf. Would be very cute, very cool. That's
Definitely shout out to Mario and Mafia, Lael and Bretta, and
Big Brother.
Everyone who helped get me up to 500 subs. So it's much appreciated.
And more congratulations, sir. And I mean, it just couldn't happen at a better time. The end of the year, bro.
AJ called it, man. He said before the new year. So then it happened.
Big shout out to AJ. He's another one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to find a figure tall enough for his big ass.
Man,
Feezy was going to be on the show today, but he's feeling a little under the weather. So
I wanted to rag on him so bad. That's all right. I'll give my chance one day. I'll get my chance one day.
Feel better, brother.
If you're listening, I'm coming for you.
Easy. Feel better, brother. Feel better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And cheers. Hogwarts. Cheers.
What's mine? What did I do in my drink?
But yeah, just figuring out all the the backstage stuff for the monetization still. So
Cheers, Lou. Cheers to everyone.
Oh.
Cheers to everybody. Happy New Year and all
Oh,
that.
there you
Happy
go.
New Year.
Come on, B. There you go, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Happy,
See, everybody got
Happy
the
New Year.
salute.
Salute.
May you get all the figures you've ever dreamed for in 2024.
2024. More money, more
Hell
health benefits, and more
Hell
health
yeah.
actually, and more figures with more money to purchase those figures and more space. 24
more
for more.
space.
There we go.
Space is
24
key.
for
It's just space is key. Absolutely. Well, 2024 might, have some people relocating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you get to those points, but Happy New Mario's here.
Professoro. Mario.
What's up, buddy?
Happy New Year, my brother.
Hey, I'll be tuning in. I'll be tuning in later after we're done, Mario. I'll come over there and rustle things up.
Yeah, I want to know more about that Leonardo statue too, because I see that's on the thumbnail. I'm interested in that, my brother, and I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. I know I had a couple opportunities to get a statue, but that one looks real good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does look good.
And you do have some statues, right? You just don't have like overly huge high-end ones, or do you?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some McFarlanes, but
yeah,
I think that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Yeah, McFarlane's count, but I don't recall if I have any left that are in that statue realm, except for like maybe the Wings of Redemption spawn, and that's it.
Well, he is starting to come out periodically. He's got others out there. He's got dragons from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a whole, and he's continuing on that whole dragon line too. So,
and he has got some fire stuff
They're
coming.
dead.
I mean, he just keeps bringing out just these great scopes. Lou,
the dragons were always really good. I always liked the dragons that he did.
Yes, yeah, and I mean they're so detailed. They got these little scales on them all the way through it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, it'll come back to. I was gonna say, Lou, check something out.
Yeah, just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, it'll come back to me during the course of the stream. And I will Instagram you occasionally, give you updates in case we have to change the date. I'll let you know well in advance.
I got you. I'm checking my Instagram more and more often now.
I don't want you to make it solid, and I turn around and do something different. AJ,
my
this
brother.
Guy,
your brother.
This guy here, he is something else, man.
So who wants to go first for show and tell this week? Who wants to go first?
Well, let me go first. Let me go first since I don't have anything. This is already in my collection. I just decided to bring them out, and I don't know. Somebody's in trouble because he's about to yell at somebody. It ain't me.
Yeah, he's already screaming.
He's about to go. Yep. He's about to go. I'm sorry, Beam. You remember what he did to Dr. Strange, man? Wiped his ass out. But no, so he is one of my, and I swear to God, if you gave me my top 10 favorite Marvel heroes, he's in it, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like I said, I thought I'd bring him in. Have fun. Okay, who's next?
That's cool. Late Bloomer.
What's up?
Late Bloomer.
Hey, what's up, Late Bloomer?
If anyone who has streaming capabilities that would like to come on, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. If you're not busy,
on, y'all.
If you got time, just let me know. I will send you a link.
Right. Everybody's welcome.
Late Bloomer, get in here, bro.
Yeah, Late Bloomer. I've only streamed with you once.
Mario, get in here.
I need to break bread with you again, man.
On Feezys.
I'm sure some people may be out of they can't come up on camera, but if you can. Hey Mario, if you want to jump on here for a few minutes, I know you got a show to do in a couple hours, but
Blue, did you want to go first? What do you got?
Oh,
I know you got a lot.
The Spider-Man, comic Spider-Man, shiny eyes, and yep.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
that's a really good figure.
Oh yeah.
I love the shiny eyes, man.
I
People
got
had
to
a
play with
problem
that one for a little while.
I like the shiny eyes.
Yeah, the shiny eyes are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah, I like that.
Ross style.
He comes
Why
with
do people have an
the-
issue with it, Blue? I don't understand. That looks cool. Oh, that's cool.
yeah. He comes with the white eyes as well, but I'm digging
Yeah.
these for now. They're pretty
I
cool.
know you
It's
can
just
switch them
it's
out.
different.
But,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
That's beautiful, man. I can't wait for mine.
Well, you can come in remotely. I'll shoot you a link.
Okay,
Martin.
that's cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he looks great. Nice ratchets. Yeah.
Oh, I love that sound.
Yeah, cool. Camera there.
Oh,
Pretty
see
cool.
now, right there, that's almost worth the price of admission.
Yeah, buddy. Another little green goblin. Focus. So yeah, I got Spider-Man. Just got Maria Hill.
Oh,
Oldie but goodie. I've been missing to go with where is he? Coulson and
dude,
Fury.
that looks great.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah, Maria Hill's an awesome figure.
And the way it's fitting on her, that looks great.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here we go. Here we
yeah.
go. That damn camera.
Come on. Or not.
Come on.
You know.
Can you get a little? Can you? I know it's probably hard to lean too far forward, but can you get a little forward?
There we go.
There you go. Ah,
Not bad.
no, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a nice figure that you can build a team. And it could be other IPs. You could create your own kind of assembly.
Mm-hmm.
She would fit right in very well, like a I don't know, what would you call her?
Yeah, she'll stand with those crazy heels.
Now, what company made her?
Hot Toys.
Hot Toys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
Oldie but a goodie.
Ah.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Miles in from Spider-Man 2. So.
There you go, Lou.
Yes, that's what's up.
Do you already have that one?
He's being shipped as soon as Sideshow gets him.
Okay.
So he's paid off. And same thing with the other one. Just waiting for them to ship.
Yo, Blue, best guy said your displays are fire, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. Your display is pretty awesome too.
Fire.
Best car be flexing a little too much.
Sam got a go. Yeah, sure did.
I don't think there's a person on the stream that can flex like Blue, bro. I have never seen anybody who averages 3 unboxings a stream. I mean,
Helps when you ain't got kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Hey, but there's some guys in the collecting community younger than him, and they got deep pockets. I know they do. They can't lie to me because I see their setups. Some of these younger guys got deep pockets, but they ain't out buying Blue. No.
I thought he had a cape.
Oh, he just took him out of the box. Nice.
Nice.
He comes with a cape.
Yeah, I know his body's a little taller than the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have the original, so.
Oh, nice. All right. So you got yourself a mouse.
Yep.
If I get one from the video game again, it'll be. I sold him before, but it'll be that Bodega cat suit. So
Yeah, he's the only one I'm missing right now.
That's the only one I want because he was badass.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I want the cats, to be honest with you. Oh, come on now.
Blue needs his own channel. Figure Flex with Blue.
What was that?
Right there.
There you go.
Exactly. And he could do it because he would literally have content at least once a week. He would have content once a week at least.
Yeah.
Blue, you can show off at least one figure a week and never run out.
Yeah, it takes too much time, and I gotta edit and all that.
Not if you did one figure, and they got something called YouTube Shorts.
True.
And YouTube Shorts garner quicker views than doing these streams.
Yeah, I enjoy.
I know it's not for everybody. To be honest with you, I'm trying not to go full bore either.
I just
I've
want
had my
to.
time.
Yeah, I just want to. Well, I don't want to work, but I got to work, sleep,
No, I
and play with my toys. That I think I'm good with that.
Well, the reason why I'm not hustling harder is because I've had my time. I enjoy sitting back watching some of you young guys, man, come up and do your thing. It's y'all turn, man. I'm supposed to chill. Be working hard. Fuck that. I mean, I'm sorry. F that.
You good? You good? You good?
Okay, I wanted to make sure the fan was out of the room.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
they're gone. They're gone.
Okay, cool. So he comes with a cape?
No,
it was just the insert.
yeah, it's just a foam.
Protection.
Oh,
The protection insert.
Yeah, I thought he had a cape at first. I was like, "That's dope. What the heck?"
Dude, man, and you wire it and wire that sucker?
Mm-hmm.
I am so upset that he doesn't have web wings.
Oh yeah.
There's a missed opportunity right there. They shortened us miles with the web wings.
Oh,
Electricity. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us that, but that was like this was a bait. What you would call it? A quick cash grab. This is a definite quick cash grab in comparison to the Peter, because the Peter, his suit is new, but he also has the spider arms, right? With also the special edition head sculpt with the Venom symbiote head. If I'm correct.
yeah, I can't wait for that, dude.
Dude. Yeah, they gave him the web wings, but why didn't they give this one the web wings? That like it's a pain in the butt. It's really a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the hand. Those are pretty cool.
Cash grabbing.
Like the details on the hands. That's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, it's attached. No, what is it? Take tax man and put cash grab here. It's a cash grab, yeah.
Definitely a cash grab. It's definitely a cash grab because they
Short
didn't give
reels,
us much.
TikToks are super easy. Yeah, especially if.
Oh, well, we know that. They do that all year long, don't they?
Well, with Clone Troopers, Mando, and any of the something that they have already a mold for.
All year long.
You know.
Commander
There's always
Green.
a figure coming out. That's a cash grab.
There we go.
Green.
Hey, man, but take advantage of it, man. If your public loves you, your customer base loves you that much, go for it.
Yeah,
That's all you got, Blue? Ooh, look at that. I like those webbings. The new webbings, I like it.
yeah, those are dope, dude. Those are really cool.
Yeah, like
Dude, when you're
action oriented.
Question: those webs, do they come with the comic book Spider-Man?
I didn't even.
Not the different, not the styles.
Okay,
But the color, yeah, they're super white instead of like a gray.
or translucent with silver on top.
see, dude, when you have your figures positioned correctly to the camera, man, it's clean. That's a sharp image. It looks really super clean.
All right. Not to interrupt Blue.
It almost makes me want to buy one.
We got somebody. We got somebody.
Man, I don't
muted at the
believe
moment.
it.
No, I'm here. What's up, y'all?
There he
What's
is.
up,
Oh my
Dark
God,
Proof?
you legend.
Happy New Year, fellas. How you guys doing?
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year.
brother.
Man, good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, man. I'm out on the road right now, taking stuff to headquarters. You know, pulling a couple things out. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, what y'all up to?
Hey man, Blue's
it's
showing off his
A little
stuff.
show and tell at the moment, right? Yeah. A little show and tell.
And
Blue's
take a look
got,
at
a laundry
Loco
list.
Lou. Take a look at Loco Lou, man. He's sporting himself, bro.
He's rocking himself. Yeah, I saw
He's rocking
that.
himself, dude.
I saw that.
Look at that
What
trophy.
you got there, bro?
Look, Profi.
We don't know.
Loco Lou exclusive by SB.
Yep.
Damn, finally came through, huh?
Man, you
That's
better
nice.
get your pre-orders in now. Get your pre-orders in. I got mine in.
For a local Lou.
Hell
Yeah. I need to get a.
I ain't worthy. I ain't worthy of that.
No, we need the God bid.
Yes, you
we need
are.
the God bid.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Man.
You got one
I
more
was telling
thing.
the fellas,
Yeah,
I said I was telling the fellas I'm not a completionist, but I wouldn't mind having at least one member of the collecting community on my shelf. So it looks like it might be real cool.
Dude, can you imagine if like all of us had a figure or something like that? That'd be insane.
That's what I want.
Insane, man.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'll
what I
take
want.
one.
I need
Tell 'em,
everybody
Lou.
that I've streamed with as in my collection head sculpts, so that way I could put the appropriate bodies on them. Since you are like 6'5", freaking giant guys, I need to get one of the basketball athlete bodies, the very tall ones, almost quarter scale.
Right.
Give him a fat suit that's not too
That'd be awesome.
Santa-ish, and then have him with a Star Wars shirt and says this.
There you go.
Only OT, please.
Only OT, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Let's
And
see
if you could customize it, he'll always tower over everybody else in the collection just by about an inch. Make him 13 inches and everybody else like 12.
Just put me on a Thanos body. Just put my head on a Thanos body, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
let's say hi to this guy right here.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Late Bloomer.
Late
Bloomer.
Bloomer, baby.
So you shall receive.
Hell yeah, man. Bloomer, what's good, bro?
What's going on, Mario? What's going on, Unk? How's everybody doing? Beam, Blue, my guy.
Good, Hobie. What's up, Hobie?
my man. Hey, listen, I was gonna be lazy, then I saw Blue. Blue was getting me. He pulled out my comic Spider-Man. He pulled out Miles Morales. I'm like, damn, we might as well just talk, man. We got new Spider-Man that dropped. There's a lot of Spider, a lot of Marvel coming out recently, man. So really excited.
Yeah,
thanks for the invite. Thanks for the thoughts, brothers. Happy to be here.
Much love and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Blue City had one more thing.
Oh, I'll have to figure out how to. I mean, it's right there, but it's all in black. It's
Can we big him up?
Is it too big?
Let's
bring
it
it
up.
it's a vehicle, yeah.
All right.
Well, come on, baby.
Whoa. So someone in blue got a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What you got? What you got, man?
Yo, Hoberticus, there is no other stream in the collecting community that has anybody that can flex like my man Blue. This guy,
yeah, man.
week after week after week.
Oh, he got the Justice Mobile.
Look at that! Oh, look at that light! Oh, bro.
Nice, Blue.
See what I'm telling you? Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Fire.
Oh,
look! Oh my God! Look how big that is, bro. Pause.
Look at that front
unyielding.
It's a heavy son bitch.
Okay, put it back. We got a good look.
See, I think me and Lou would be in on a vehicle if it was the Spider Buggy. If I could get me a Peter Park car, I might go for something like that.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I have a project for this summer. so stay tuned for that. I have a project for summer. Stay tuned for that. It may not have all the bells and whistles and be heavy and stuff, but you want to know something? It's a Spider Buggy regardless. I'm gonna work on it. I got you, baby.
All right.
3D printers.
Commander Green, what's happening, man? What's happening? Hope you're doing well.
Right.
Give me the Thanos copter.
So who's next? Me?
Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
So obviously, I had this a while back, but I finally put it on the body that I was working on for a while. This is the Loco Lou exclusive. You know what I mean? Loco Lou exclusive. Got this LED headed character.
Oh, cool.
Let's say if I take this, put that in there. You see the eyes light up?
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And it's sound activated. So if it's quiet, the eyes die out. If it's not, snap your fingers, it lights up again.
Oh, interesting.
Got my
Dude,
my,
and, you know, and it looks. I mean, every time I see your head, it looks even better. I mean, Beam,
Don't
my
fuck with it,
hats
don't
off,
fuck
bro. Beam, you did an incredible job. That looks
Yes,
great.
yes. So also, which I didn't get to show off, but I get to show off today, that is Dr. Doom.
Ooh.
So
All
I
right.
got Dr. Doom recently. So, you know,
Lou?
the Doom Monarch. And
Excuse me. Who does it, and where did you get it?
this is a third-party figure. I forgot which company did it, and I got it from 16 Kit.
Who did that one?
Do you remember the retail?
Oh,
Do you remember what the
Bro,
retail?
Lou, is that one that has a throne option available?
Yes, and I didn't
I
get the
remember
throne
that.
because the throne was too much.
The throne was a
Yeah.
grip.
Yeah,
Was it
that
the-
thing was crazy.
That's the
expensive.
throne with the hanging banner, right? The big banner that hangs or
I
something.
think so.
Something like that. Yeah.
S
Yeah.
Hero.
S Hero. There you
Mhm.
go.
What? Do you
Okay,
remember
yeah.
what that's going for retail?
It was like 240.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Oh God! If
2 bills.
bro, I gotta have that, man. Oh,
Like I don't mind the green, honestly. Other than
Mhm.
we know the comic green is a little bit. What's that color?
Yeah.
Would you consider
This
like
is
a
an
Kelly
olive green.
green. This that's an olive green, but like the comic color is like a Kelly or
Hmm.
Celtic green.
Celtic green, something like that.
Celtic
But yeah,
green,
this is fine.
Exactly. I can rock that, bro.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
now, mind you, diecast.
Awesome.
His pistol,
Awesome.
diecast.
Ooh, nice.
Magnetic pauldrons. The head itself is magnetic,
Man.
and
Oh,
the
nice.
is magnetic, and you get the old school Jack Kirby style Dr. Doom mask.
Oh, and that's
As
the one
well.
I put on him, bro.
See, I like the
Oh.
armor one. It just goes with the armor. It matches.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
sweet.
like that one better.
So this is the one that I prefer. But yeah,
Oh,
I got this. I also got the what was it? The gentleman or the criminal gentleman, or whatever. That's the penguin, which I have. over
Gentleman
there.
of Crime.
Yeah. So you showed them off. You already know how it looks like. If you haven't, you gotta go back to the other live stream and see showing it off. Shameless plug.
oh yeah.
So you gotta watch
You're
that.
killing me over here.
You know what I mean? So I got the penguin. The penguin is fire, hands down. And then this guy came in about 2 days ago. Back to Spider-Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
This right
Happy New
here.
Year, 12.
This is here is beautiful.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not it's not necessarily my jam of Venom, but I can step aside from that and say like, man,
Yes.
that is like a fantastic figure that they
You
were
can
able to make.
appreciate it without. You don't have to like. I hate Venom. Yeah, I really do. But I appreciate the art of the figure.
Exactly.
Just look.
It's awesome.
Yep.
See, Lou, we got to go and get that. We got to get those white lenses.
No.
You're not gonna do it?
Hell no. You know why?
Tell them why, Lou. Well, I always like to hear Lou explain stuff.
Oh, I
Place
saw
enough
that.
light in-
Yeah.
Place enough light in the eye, and if you're using white bounce cards, you can get the white reflectiveness without removing the honeycomb pattern. When you put the white on top, you remove the honeycomb pattern that's there, that's prominent in the film as well. It's just that because it's tinted, the lens itself, it gives it off that silverish kind of look, that gray look.
Right.
It's
If they
really
used a
white.
more like a kind of like a more opaque white plastic over like coating the dome, it probably would have brought it out a little bit more.
Or make the mesh more white, like a prominent white, and then have that translucent period.
I will say that the Bison toy there in Canada, they made a mod in which they have provided a tool in which you prick out the gray portions there, and you can put your own white. They have their white honeycomb design as well. It's just you have to be willing to modify your figure in a way in which most people may not be comfortable with. So.
Yeah, but that goes to the brave and the bold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, But what I know I'm going to do is I picked up that Black 8 Studios head sculpt that's coming for Andrew.
Oh,
And I'm gonna just get the bearded one and then slap that on, because at this point it's probably better to like have all three of them unmasked, because you want they all the three movies Spider-Man, take your pictures with them masked on, of course. We saw these pictures with Toby, the mask looks a little interesting, because I think how Hot Toys took a look at the CGI, or how the CGI transferred from like it was practical in Spider-Man 2, and then 3 it went super CGI, and then in No Way Home they wanted to take that practical suit and CGI it, but I think somewhere along the translation it was a little wonky on screen, and then as we know, Hot Toys is going to take whatever's on screen and do their best with it. And so I think that's what we got with that, and it's minor nitpicks, if you will, nothing that should really like distract anybody from buying it or not buying it. But I can't wait to get all three of these guys together. It's going to be a hell of a display.
Well,
we do have another guest coming in here.
Oh, nice.
Mr. AJ Chenses.
There he is. There's my man.
How are
Ladies
you,
and
Michael?
gentlemen,
Hello.
Mr. Fantastic.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Chilling. Trying to just waiting on this Batman, since all of us are going to have a bat cycle for 2 months with nothing to put on it.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird how that played out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think I'm okay with it. It's letting me exercise my creativity. I'm finding different people who would be like appropriate to like.
Well,
stick
that's
on
why
it.
you want to have a Deadpool figure in your collection, man. So if you get that one accessory where where it doesn't go on anything, Deadpool fit anywhere, dude.
Peacemaker and Cad Bane work pretty decent.
Yeah, that's not Deadpool.
You know,
Here's the McFarlane one.
Listen.
The McFarlane one is dope as hell, man.
I got an idea for everybody. This is gonna save
And
all
it-
y'all the
it's-
heartache.
Dude,
Get
this is a
yourself-
miniature hot toy. It's just as detailed as the hot toy.
No,
Just as
listen.
detailed.
Just get yourself female fight somebody, small bus, black jumpsuit
Like, come
with
on.
a biker helmet, and put it on the bat cycle, and you got yourself a Catwoman.
There you go.
Yeah. So sadly you don't have the head sculpt, and all
Right.
that, but still,
No, but I have it on order.
Man, I put so many. I put RoboCop on that cycle. Looks fire, bro.
They knocked it out of the park. I have this weird quandary right now with it though. Like, I wanted to like wait until that got here for my like top 10 list, because I feel like it's probably gonna find a spot somewhere on there, right? But it's not gonna be here till February, and I don't think anybody wants to listen to like a best of 2023 list like 2 months into 2024. Like, it's kind of like a right now deal,
Hey, but most anticipated at that point,
right?
Yeah.
So one more thing, and that's the Doctor Strange. I didn't get to show it on this show.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got both hands. I couldn't get that position.
That's what she said.
Because when you gotta twist it around right with the hand in there.
You walk right into that one.
Listen, what you do is this: you put the hands in, right here.
Yeah.
It's shallow in certain spots.
Yep.
So you gotta right here on the wrists. You gotta make sure the peg is pointing up. So you want to pre-position.
Oh
this.
no, I see how you got it. See this little part? Turn him around. Yeah, but that part, his hand is technically supposed to go in that thing that's on the outside of his hand.
Pause.
No, it's wrapped inside. Everything is circular. Everything is wrapped inside the hand itself. Nothing comes out. Everything is there.
It's weird. Yeah, because the directions show it in that little part there, because you have the spot for the pinky and the thumb.
Not in here. I don't see a spot for a pinky and thumb. There's no spot for pinky and thumb here.
You look on the right behind his hand. Like, look, his pinky and his thumb are supposed to fit in that. Like the pressure thing, like on the magic effects. The other hand.
Talking about right here, the flame?
Yeah, but the other hand, the other side, that side right there.
This side?
Like right behind it. If you look at the magical part, his hand and his thumb or pinky are supposed to fit in that.
Oh, there's a couple of holes in there that they plug into?
Yeah.
I don't see it on this. That's probably for the
yeah, it's the little chunks like right next to his wrist.
No,
that's weird. You can't find them though.
No, they're not.
I'm sure they'd be visible.
Not because the thing is this: there's no ports on the dragon or on the flame to show it unless the hands are backwards. I mean, like the flames itself are backwards, but from what I remember on the instructions, these are proper.
I mean, you got it done, and I couldn't get it done. So,
are the effects bendable at any point?
That's the deciding factor. Like,
hey, Lou, are those effects bendable?
No.
Nah, the flame portion is, but you have to heat it up. But when you do, you have to be careful because you can remove the glue when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's basically is going to cause it to snap apart, and you're going to have to use Gorilla Glue in order to reset everything because of the materials. There's two different materials, so you want it
because if you had a third extension, you can take that effect and mod it into a Ghidorah, King Ghidorah.
A King Ghidorah?
Look fire with those heads.
And then Electro. I got him recently too. So finally, after over a month waiting because they got lost in the sauce of holiday shipping. So
Blue's trying to catch up with Blue.
Yep.
Well, shoot. Blue's always getting things before I do. So, got him decked out.
He trumped everybody.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
Everybody out there.
And nice little fun fact, put it in the back of his head. You can still have the crown and show off his face. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't plan on covering that sculpt when I get it. So,
yeah, so if you want to do it this way, you can. But you know what? I still love the way it looks like this because I can still see Jamie Foxx through it. It's just the electric parts on there and black lights, a little bit of yellow lights, pointed in the right direction. You get this bad boy lit up like a Christmas tree, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How you like the new? Pete, how you like the new?
There's so many good new.
See, when you put those two together, it's like, oh man. Like when you see that Andrew and Electro together, it's like it's meant to be.
Now, Late Bloomer, I know you haven't seen it yet, so I brought it out just so I can show you before we pass it off, to the next individual real quick. This is the Bullet Head Venom, the first one that came out before the Hot Toys. This was very controversial because it's mixing the movie Venom, the Spider-Man 3 Venom, and a comic book Venom into one figure.
So you mean tell me we got an amalgamation figure of Venom, like like how we got the Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I see what you're saying. Like it's kind of got like a McFarlane type body, but it's using like Spider-Man 3 suit textures.
This is more McFarlane. This is more like everything else afterwards that they made a little bit more
Ultimate. I mean like Bagley or like Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Bagley made him a little bit more bigger and robust.
Yeah,
but this right here, like even his feet, that's comic book feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's comic book feet. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Comic book feet. So this is gonna go great with my comic book Spider-Man on the shelf. So I don't have to worry about anybody else. But dude, having these guys next to each other though on the shelf.
Those look like those were drawn by Rob Liefeld.
See, I can't wait. You funny. I can't wait to get that VGM Venom because that thing, thing looks like it's going to eat me alive. A human being is like it look. Man, I cannot wait to pose my VGM Spider-Man trying to fight that damn thing, or Carnage trying to fight that damn thing. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm really excited for those who got that pre-ordered and just like me, kind of waiting to see more of that.
Isn't it like 21 inches or something like that?
21 inches of straight Hulkbuster Venom goodness.
Yeah. He's going to be just over Carnage.
It's like
a nice...
He's a damn vehicle.
Yeah.
Might as well put a vehicle on that.
Yeah.
That's why I have Carnage very high on my list, is because of that. Because I felt like, Mario, you might attest to this somewhere, maybe along the lines of Star Wars and Blue or S-Beam. Lou, it's like that one piece that took you to that next level that made you like, oh man, I gotta change up my display. I gotta kind of rearrange how I've approached this. Like this figure came out of nowhere. Now I gotta change it up.
Facts.
Late bloomer, I can't tell you how many times I've literally just totally wiped out a whole diorama because one figure showed up and I went, I got such an idea for you, and I have no room. So I'm constantly tearing stuff. I'm constantly tearing stuff down. But I'm
I think those figures are the most. Those are the ones worth remembering, right? Like you would think like those, not the ones like, and no offense to the ones we can slot onto our shelves, right? And the ones that just perfect, perfect. The ones that are like, I gotta change this. There's no
and one figure could do that. And just one figure could just wipe out a whole diorama.
That was Carnage. I tried to put him on one shelf, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is not fucking happening."
Old Doctor Strange just fall over. Women fall over. All the women because the feet are so small.
Yeah,
like they need a base. Well, otherwise, what you do is you end up using museum gel, and you get that whole like in art like Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah. This thing is starting to, because they lean in at some point. They're naturally going to, their weight is going to lean them. So yeah, that's why I try to always do my pose, especially if I have like a decent amount, like you see with my Spider-Man. I have a decent amount. I try to friction them so that they, even if they wobble, they're gonna wobble against each other and come back. Like that's how I try to do, especially my ensemble or tableaus type of display where it's going left to right or right to left. I try to do friction so that everybody is there and minimal damage could happen.
Carpet tape tape fixes everything.
Because I've had some stage dives and it was like people that was like could take it. I was like glad it was like that. It was that figure instead of that other figure. Like so.
Well, I saw something that a guy did on a stream. Very clever. If you got these open, cases and your figures are close to the edge of them, what he did was he suspended fishing line from one end to the other, half with waist to the figure. That way, the fishing line doesn't impair your vision of it because it kind of is invisible. But at the same time, if any figures tried to fall over, they wouldn't. I'm like, wow, what a clever idea.
See, what I want to continue to try to do with my spider display is I've always looked at them as when you Google them, spiders, like a group of spiders is always known as a cluster. Clusters. Like they're clustered. And so I want my shelf to represent that, like it's a cluster of them. There's so many spider people, you know what I mean? Super inspired by the last Spider-Verse movie that we got because we saw all of those spider people, right? Spider things, cars, damn dinosaurs,
blending on
cats, dogs, horses, right? Like spider people. So where I want to go is trying to get these guys stuck to the wall, right? Somebody upside down and trying to just use that to minimalize space so that allows me to bring in another figure or another piece. So that's kind of where I want to head.
Echo coming off of your end, Mike.
Was that again?
There's an echo coming off of your end.
After all this time? And I don't understand what happens here. I've done nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
I think I know how to. Okay, let me mute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. That's kind of where I want to go with, my collection and my Spider-Man is like, I've always wanted to champion, not just a specific actor, even though, Toby's my guy, but it's always been about the character for me. The character has always carried me no matter what. If it's a damn cartoon, reading him in the Sunday the Sunday comics along with Circus and Baby Blues, if you know, you know. A lot of that stuff is just growing up has always been connected to the character itself and not the necessarily who's acting or who's portraying them. So again, that's kind of where I think a lot of people's displays are going to go, is that next level, as in posing, overall display, lighting. I think that's kind of the next frontier for us as far as collectors are concerned. We're already seeing it. Even the DTOF is being phased out this year, right? More and more people are starting to go to garage shelves, right? Like that's the thing right now.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm like losing it over here. The Lou figure, everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, big shout out to SB again, the master sculptor.
Oh yeah.
Is this the first time you've seen it?
No,
AJ?
well, I saw it before when he had it on, and then I saw the sculpt when he got done with it, but I didn't know what Lou was going to do with it.
Yeah,
oh
man,
that is amazing.
It's baller. I've already got my PO.
It's like everything that you wanted Hasbro Pulse to be, but was never delivered. Like,
yeah, I had, when I first got in, there was a character that I had to get a custom of. I'm not quite happy about how it came out, but it's a cool, like, decorative piece to go into my bookshelf. It's not that good enough to hit this shelf, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the way I'd put it. And it's a character from Bleach.
Ooh.
And Yoruichi, if you guys know, she was a cat, and then she transformed into the teacher of the main character later on. But I went and kind of searched that down and got that figure made, and it was cool. The person made a whole box for me, and box art and all of that, and tried to make it seem like it was a whole line of them coming out. So customs are really, really fun to like get into. But they are dangerously expensive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say something. They're spendy.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet. I mean, these things are expensive enough. I don't think I can add like customs that are almost triple that price.
I was gonna do that. The Bespin Han that they were making with G-Wiz. And then it got up over, I think I don't know what the final price was, but I think it was like something like $14.50 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
It got up to like 11, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I did just buy a $15 Han Solo head that I'm just gonna crudely stick on the Alden body, and then I'm gonna make a Cocaine Bear figure out of the Alden head. He was in the movie. It like works like perfect. Like,
yeah,
bro, I saw that scope that you posted on Instagram. That's a pretty good scope. $15
for $15.
Yeah,
It's perfect. No, it looks a little dated. It, like Beam said, it could totally use like a reprint for sure. But like,
that's okay.
For $15, I can't complain. Like,
well, if I get one, I'll send it over to Beam anyway. So
oh yeah,
do it.
Shout out to my man Trimble Dust. Yeah, I know a little bit of a little man of culture myself. A little bit.
Is Trimble Dust a man of culture?
Yeah. He was just talking about what I know about that Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach is awesome.
And man, he said he talking about hentai. I got her clothed up, man. Relax. She curvy enough to you don't really need any clothes.
Hentai love.
But yeah, I always talk anytime I get a chance to always talk about, loving anime and wanting to see more of that represented. I grew up on a lot of that. Dragon Ball Z, Blue, we had conversations about this.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. I know that's not people's jams, but a lot of people have grown. This stuff is like hearing, you got Tat.
It was my jam, that's for sure.
Bro,
oh yeah. Oh, you already know. Let's see Vegeta there. Man, I'm telling you, like, some of this stuff is like iconic, and it's not mainline comic book stuff, but this stuff has a whole long history of people following them. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, Lou, you know, since
Dragon
the
Ball.
80s.
Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those shows that, I mean, those animes
geez.
and mangas that they stand the test of time because now they're making live action versions of them. Some of them hit, some of them miss. But
you know what's crazy is that they're killing the comic books right now. Like manga and anime is
anime
like,
in general. Anime in general is the top. It's the top genre right now. I mean, this. You're right. It's blowing.
Go look at the physical book sales or just like physical sales of stuff. Manga's on top, man. It's like that's what the kids are eating up right now because they can't. Some of these stories, and it's crazy for us, for me to even say this, but some of those stories they can't relate to coming from Marvel and DC right now. They can't relate to those. Well, but they can. They can. One Piece is about a dude having a dream and meeting friends and telling those friends that their dreams matter.
Yep.
Like that's all One Piece is about. Like Naruto is about an outcast, black sheep kid that wants to prove that hey, I can be somebody. Who can relate to that? Dragon Ball Z is always about overcoming your limits.
Yep.
It's the limits that are like artificially placed onto you. And it's overcoming that. A lot of my friends that are like weightlifters, they love Dragon Ball Z because it's always about them overcoming those limits and hitting that next mark. So that's why it's always been for me, and I want to see that to its best ability represented in 6 scale.
I know a guy who's 70 years old. Well, he's 70 plus now, and so Dragon Ball Z was. I mean, he should not even recognize it.
I'll be right back.
He's 70 plus, and he's a huge Dragon Ball. Even before I came to the collecting community, he used to talk about, man, you don't watch Dragon Ball? No. Oh man, huge fan.
It's high drama. High octane action. I mean, for a kid and that's hitting 10, 9, 11, like this is like, oh man, this the world, right? Like and for a good chunk of time, Dragon Ball Z was like almost.
Is it the first one?
That is the very first one.
This is a very
OG fan.
I just saw a big blue thing pop up. I was like, oh.
Well, what am I missing?
In the chat, yes.
First ever super chat.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, there he is. I was wondering where OG was.
OG fan.
Yeah.
OG, thank you very much. That is very much appreciated.
Let's
go.
The
first super chat, everybody.
You know something? I totally.
He says, Happy New Year. Congratulations, just being on 500. I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely did. Man. Thank you, my friend.
Awesome. I totally forgot you super chat now. Oh my goodness. I should have been the first, but that's all right.
Don't be a drama queen. Don't be a drama queen.
I know. I should have been the first.
I should have been a contender.
I was getting ready to say that. I could have been a contender.
I sent a meme of that to my brother after Trevor Lawrence got injured.
This is interesting. Blur Dad.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Well,
fantastic.
I could have been somebody.
Wait, what? Marjorie Space is going to produce a detail style called Mono.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be shipping from California.
Oh, yeah.
I saw.
I heard about that. Wow. That's the one. If it's not in stock, you can't purchase it.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
So they cut the wait time out entirely. So if it's on back order and they're making units and they don't have a batch like physically in the warehouse, you can't even click the button to buy it. So if you can click the button to buy it, those things are getting on a truck tomorrow and they're on your way. Like,
fancy.
I think it's a smart way to go about it. I think that's one thing that turns off some collectors.
That's what turned me off of it too. The weight.
The weight.
I think that's what 1-6-figure Focus, I think, just got those in. It looks like a detail, but along the side where we would end up putting all the stuff, like weatherizer, whatever. Yeah. It's all like a metal frame.
Yeah,
Tremble dust.
Yep,
Triple
my
dust
man Trimble.
Muchas
4-5.
gracias.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Got
Thank
the ball
you.
rolling.
it,
Got
man.
the ball rolling.
You guys think that's gonna phase out the DTOF?
No.
Is that no?
No.
Well, didn't they discontinue the
They
detail?
discontinued DTOF entirely, so
Oh.
you can't
Oh,
Well, we're not the only people
That's not
buying
fair.
them. Like,
I thought they were still making them, but just like making them more expensive.
yeah,
They did make them more expensive, but at the same token,
Yeah, they were 60s and 70s and like
now they're
now
180
180,
now.
120 somewhere in there.
110.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't price out people if you don't have the item in stock. You know,
Right. Yeah.
like you go to IKEA spot, they don't have them. They have to order them, and it's a special order, and they make you wait and wait and wait. Me, I'd rather just get the garage shelves, which I got like 2 more shelves I have to order within the next 2 or 3 weeks before I finish any payments on any other more figures, any of the other stuff that I want to get. So that way I can start eliminating all the boxes that are here, because I'm going on a box purge. So that means everything is going. Everything.
There
is
you
going.
go. There you go. That's
The
right.
only thing that stays is my DeLorean box. That's it.
My East Coast uncle, CT, he burnt all of his boxes. Like a lot of his boxes he had burnt, so they were just like on a like a
had a marshmallow roast.
He basically had a bonfire with his art boxes there.
Dude, okay, so yeah, that was a couple weeks ago. So I wake up at like, I don't know, like 5 in the morning. CT's usually in there like 3 in the morning, right? So like 5 in the morning, he's burning boxes. He was burning boxes like all day until like 8 something at night.
Dang.
Yeah.
I still got all my boxes.
Yeah,
Do you?
I have room to store them, so I'm going to store until I can't. And
exactly.
Yeah, I got a walk-in closet that I'm in the process of cleaning out, and any boxes that I want to keep. I keep all the boxes of my premium figures. The Marvel Legends, that stuff I throw out. My premium figures, I keep the boxes for, but I'm literally doing it now, cleaning out the walk-in closet so I can take some of these boxes out of this other room and put it into the walk-in closet, because they're just piling up, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Mafia posed a good point. Like, if nobody has shipper boxes, you can't have people complaining about shipper boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we burn them all, we could end that whole debate.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm good with mine.
You're like, yeah, man. No, dude, that's not cool, man. Like, no, man.
Listen, I'm sorry. I've always been the type of collector. If it comes in a package and you're buying the item, it's more for you to actually have the item than it is for the box. It's more for a flip than anything else if you want to keep the box intact. So,
like Vikings going to war.
Yeah.
Burn the ships.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like
I'm more so I want to keep the box, and if I need to move it, or if I need to move, you know, that's probably one of the only real like valid reasons to keep it. Outside of that, you're really gonna be killing your space. You're murdering space in your house trying to hold on to them.
I keep forgetting you guys got a lot more premium boxes, because you buy a lot more premium toys than I do.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Dude, I don't know. Nobody sees my basement because my basement tells the real story. Like,
what's that, Luke?
Regular shoebox. This is a plastic container. If you're ever going to move, right, and you know you're going to be putting your figures away, and you're trying to condense everything, you have one bin for your accessories, one of these for the accessories of your current responding, figures, and then you have another for the figures. You can put maybe 4 figures in here with some accessories, extra heads or whatever the case may be, and do it comfortably with some foam sheets that are free or that are cheap, like Amazon cheap, and you would have all the space that you need for transit. Other than that, once you start taking them out the box, you can empty out the box, stack them on top, and you have them for the next move.
Yeah.
See, I may do that because I needed a larger tackle box because I had bought like 5 tackle boxes when I first started, and those were full by figure 20. By figure 20, they were obsolete. You know, I love my Spider-Man tackle box. I can keep going back into that. I utilize that quite a bit, but yeah, the way that I've got things set up, if I were to take all of those accessories out, I would need about another like 4 or 5 of those tackle boxes to cover the figures that I bought in between.
I got one of these per shelf.
Per shelf, yeah, okay.
So like each shelf has its own one of these. So like that way, all I have, if I want to post things, I just grab this thing and it's all right there.
Right.
Yeah. I was trying to look. You buy a 2-pack of these for like $6 on Amazon.
Yeah, I was trying to look into like a shelf with a bunch of drawers to have all the accessories.
They have that for those, so you could buy those, and then you have your shelves, and then you literally that just goes right into the little cupboard thing.
See, I have so many spider hands, and I can only recognize them by the different color because I have the cyborg Spider-Man and then the classic Spider-Man. And if you have those, you know they're very close. In the red that they use is just like a darker color in the cyborg. So sometimes like I gotta like really look at it because one time I did put the darker hand on the classic before. But
my young pal, let me teach you. Get the small snack bags from Ziploc. They're about this big, like from my knuckle to my thumbs, and across. They're this big. Put all the little hands there with the web accessories. They all fit in there. Zip it up, mark it, put it in the tackle box. Have a specific box bin that's all the Spider-Man accessories.
Yeah,
hands, webbing, all that, with the exception of like the big stuff. All that there, it takes care of all those things, and it organizes everything into one spot. So it's like, oh, I need to go into my spider accessories. Boom.
Mike's got an organizer. Yeah.
That's
But this is one
I
of
need to get back into.
This is one of many organizers I have. I have more than one type, but this is really good because with this one, man, you can get so many head sculpts in one. And I keep weapons in the other.
I'm gonna make one like that for my head sculpt.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Well, I'm gonna make a little foam spacer. So you can put it in the bottom of that, and you just literally slip the neck in, and then I'm gonna make another one that's gonna cradle like the heads that don't have necks.
See, I have some bases. I have basically like a little cabinet, and like the top shelf is just full of all of my like 6 scale stuff. So like my bases are in. I have my bases in a bag, like my dynamic stand bases, like the pliable ones. I have those in the bag with the clips, and then I also have the crouch grabbers in their own bag. But where I'm having trouble with is the bases that I wanted to keep for certain figures. Now those are starting to take up space, and now I have to be like, well, do I want to have this base on backup? I'm kind of in earthquake country, even though we haven't really had one in a minute, especially down here, Mexicali. But we did have one off the coast, and that hit like kind of like LA and stuff like that, so they probably felt that. But we didn't. But again, I do need to. I have that in the back of my head. It's like if something happens, I just want to have at least a decent amount of bases available to just stabilize and get people going.
Yeah,
I bought these. I bought these jewelry cases from Walmart. And
there you go. Yeah, I've
got.
Yeah,
I lined it with.
Oh, did they come with the actual insulation S-beam?
I bought that separately, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just hot glued them in.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty dope. I like that.
Nice and soft when you put that.
There's so many options, though.
I even go the even cheaper route because I buy lunch meat, whatever, for lunch and whatnot, and I keep the containers for the accessories. And I just label them.
I have the exact same container, Blue. Yes.
That's the way. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I need a little more organization if I put my accessories in because I need to be able to find that just for me personally. I can't throw my accessories in one bin and be like, oh, yeah, that would bug the crap out of me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think you
know.
can really go to
I
the
wanna-
garage and get some out. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just saying, yeah, I all mine are like by the whatever the figure is, so they're all together. They're not like loose.
Right.
Yes. See, I did the Ziploc thing because I could keep it like a file cabinet. Right.
Mhm.
So I pull the bin out, file cabinet, just doop, 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 doop. Okay, cool. Pull it out, and then it goes right back on top. So it's like, you know, regardless of where I'm going, it's going to be the next one on top. Whatever accessories I need to change up, put it on top. Because I don't scatter like that. I take what I got, put it back. Take what I got, put it back. Because if I take everything out in one shot, I'm going to have a mess and drive myself crazy. I have to do things one step at a time before I get to the next level. If I already know what hands and what accessories I'm going to put on a specific figure for that pose for like the month or for the week or however long I'm going to have it, then I'll, you know, go back, reorganize, and make sure everything is good and put it where it's accessible. Mind you, I'm already out of space. That's why I'm buying 2 more shelves. Putting one in the back, putting one here, and I'm putting another one over here. But this one's going to be thin, so it's going to be for like my figure arts and my 6-inch scale figures, and maybe some dioramas.
Yeah, they're gonna bury us with figures, bro.
We just don't know it yet. At least it's not as bad as Funko Pops. Because Funko Pops, you already drowning and trying to bury dead stock just to get more stock in.
Like that's how bad it is for them. And you know, we can rejoice in the fact that Hot Toys are not like that in the slightest. Like, you know, there's a lot more of them coming out, you know, and who's to say that it couldn't be like that, you know, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. But, you know, for where we're at right now, I think that we're seeing a dawn of a new age with a lot of stuff that they're approaching.
Exactly. Like Loco losing weight and becoming Venom, baby.
It's so wonderful.
Love it. Love it.
Like I said, we were off last week, so we didn't get to discuss a few figures. But you know, we saw the announcements of Enoch and
Night Trooper.
The Night Troopers. Those were pretty cool. I don't think we'll get into them today, but because there's so much other things to talk about. The releases we saw were the freaking the Hobo Goblin and
waiting on that guy.
Who else was it?
You'll have to let me know how well it poses.
I'm gonna tell you right now, spoiler, not that great.
Yeah, he's almost standing up and down on the thing, and you have to shoot it from perspective and kind of.
Guy was like, okay, and here's the ab crunch, and he went like,
he came right back.
Boing.
What stops it is the armor that's glued on top of the actual fabric. So, like my Green Goblin, the classic one, his armor flap, the glue wasn't prominent, so it was able to lift. But since it's, you know, it's my figure, I don't give a damn. I'm going to pose the shit out of him. So I did. So the crotch piece and the abdomen of the lower area, it overlaps when he's crouching. But because it's not that noticeable, and I want him in that pose, so you can get him in that pose. But there's a little bit of sacrificing that goes with doing all of that. Some people are very nitpicky. They, you know, prefer to keep it streamlined and not ruin the suit and keep the longevity of it. I'm sorry. I'm not promised tomorrow. I need to mess with my figures and I need to have them played the way I want them. So
it would have a
beating that figure's ass as soon as he comes in. I mean, that figure is getting his ass beat. I'm telling you, from other figures and me. That's just how it is.
In real life,
beat up.
If it was that material in real life, then it would have a crease in real life because the dude's walking in real life. Like,
it's like
the Goblin, though. I think the major issue was the material that they used. I think it's the same material as like the Captain Marvel, and it doesn't have a whole lot of stretch in it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of slack because of that, and also you got all of these glued pieces on top of, you know, that suit. A lot of us, I won't say a whole lot of us, but there's a decent amount that thought, that the Hobo Goblin was going to just be a rehashing of the other suit. But a lot of those people didn't, go and take a look at the, the set photos of Goblin, the actual, the renders of the suit itself. And you can see there's just so many differences. You got like cracked out, armor, cuts, and that is revealing like a purple like underweave. It's like really cool stuff. Go ahead, Lou.
Purple underoos.
I want to interrupt while
You're like, it's close, bro. I think maybe.
I have the Green Goblin, and I'll tell you this much: the suit is not as restricting as you would think because it's segmented. It has green print, but the green material suit is a lycra material suit that's similar to the classic comic book Spider-Man that's red.
Okay.
But each line has like the print and then a small space for forgiveness, and then again, and it repeats. So it doesn't really hinder. It's just that ab crunch because it's not a ratchet joint, and it's all of a ball joint. It just snaps back because there's no friction or lock to keep it in a crouch pose.
Crazy.
The suit is good. The suit is good
though. Whatever it takes, Trimble. Remind me not to buy any used figures from you.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. You got some material that won't fold right. You soak it in hot water.
Hey, shout out to you, Trimble Dust. I see the conversation he's having in there, but yeah, our condolences.
At least it's sterile.
Yeah. Hey, Trimble Dust. Hey, Trimble Dust. Why do my cats keep? Hey, Trimble Dust. Why do my cats keep trying to get to my figure that I bought from you?
Smell like hot piss.
It's a Rorschach, wasn't it? It's a Rorschach.
It smells like hot piss. Like
it smells
like Lay Bloomer said, it smells like hot piss.
No, it's that catnip, baby. It got the
catnip.
Oh, should be so lucky.
Speaking of which, this bitch smells like mothballs.
Oh,
I hate that.
What did you call her?
This bitch smells like mothballs.
Did you just get her, Blue?
Yep. Secondhand, second owner, I think.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah. I bought this off.
She dead now.
Oh, yep.
Yep, sir.
Sorry for those who didn't watch the show that came out way back when last year, but yeah, she did now.
Spoiler alert for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Well, Blue, it's better than the experience you had with that other pre-owned figure.
Oh, that perfume or cologne or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's some bitch.
This guy he doused
sprayed the whole damn box with his perfume/cologne. Oh man, I still can't. Like
it's crazy because they usually come back at you with, well, it does. At least it doesn't smell like cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Listen,
this still just as bad. Like that Jarrell still smells like candle.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. This is the best way to get your figure smelling good and not smelling like a new figure, but it's an old figure. You know, if you're a smoker, vapor, or whatever, the fabric softener sheets in a Ziploc bag, a hair dryer on the Ziploc bag just to get the little bit of condensation. If you feel the need, spritz a little, water on the fabric softener sheet. Air that bitch out, zip it, keep it locked in for over 24 hours. I'll recommend a week. So that way the fabric softener absorbs all that negative smell in that bad boy, and you'll have yourself a fresh, clean smelling figure.
Yeah, I do the same thing about baking soda.
Baking soda, some people use back to rice.
Like,
I have vinegar. Vinegar could take out the cigarette smoke.
I have a shoebox that I made that's like it's literally like a little barbecue grill, but it's for the figure. So the whole bottom layer is all baking soda. It's got a little screen above it. You set the figure on top of it. You close the box. You just leave it there for like a week or so.
Hey, AJ, I swear by it too, man. Baking soda, it's so universal.
Well, that's what they tell you in your fridge to get rid of the odors too. Like
exactly, it's amazing.
You don't actually put the baking soda on the figure, FYI.
Right.
Just in
No,
case anybody.
no.
So it's not actually touching the figure at all at any point. But you want it like it kind of eats up everything in the air.
Yeah.
I might try yours as a step too, though. So the baking soda removes, and then yours is like that extra next level.
Oh.
Yeah, those cases would work dope for that.
This
Damn it.
Yeah.
with baking soda on the corner, leaving it sitting on the side, you don't, shake it or anything like that.
Yeah.
You have the baking soda in the corner.
Yeah.
Remove the figure.
Yeah.
That damn
that's
Trimble
probably one, too.
does. That damn Trimble does.
So Hot Toys guys, freaking, they do this like every year, at least once. They should do it more, but they did give us, their upcoming releases. 2 have released, I think, already, which is the Buzz Lightyear and the Spider-Man.
Yes.
But we've gotten notifications from Sideshow that everything, well, not everything, but a few of these, Catwoman, Doctor Strange, Darth Vader, actually have been delayed.
They've adjusted dates for all of them, though. Like that Johnson and Tyler that's coming in April.
Dude.
Oh, yep.
And then Valkyrie was coming. Yeah, Johnson and Tyler was April to June now. February for Morbius. That ARF Trooper and all that got kicked to June. Doctor Strange is still tracking for January to February, so that might just be a Sideshow delay.
Yeah.
And then Wanda, both models of her got kicked to April to June next year. So she might end up literally taking a whole year like the other one.
Yeah. Well, I know
they're gonna be mad about that one. They're gonna be sick.
Notification from Sideshow.
Can we pour one out for Never Ender?
Yeah, pour one out for my Wanda fans in here, man. I got mine. I wasn't. I told you people are wait for. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get my Wanda out of the way. Got my WandaVision. I'm good. I got her and Vision from the show. I'm straight. Cool. People want that evil one. Yeah. People. I got him for SBM. I got him for a good price.
Oh yeah.
I melted all my points a little decent amount of points. I got 180 is gun for him. Okay.
180 for that Spider. That's what I Spider-Man for.
It's all about get below that 200. Yes, I love it. Yeah, love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Beskar said he was rolling his figures like baking soda, like fried chicken.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't
works.
Can't bread your figures, bro.
I mean, yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever.
I bet you that Artisan Wanda will be on time, but
I'm just saying. If I pull the figure out and it smells like 11 herbs and spices, I don't know. I'm complaining.
Damn, bro.
Right, I pull a figure out, pose it, then I'm like licking my fingers. Like that's a different type of experience.
There's a whole other type of figure content.
You're looking good.
Deep fried 6-scale figure.
Yeah, they're talking about dipping it in buttermilk.
Yeah, but I think these are basically going to be what we get drip fed, because the last one is in February, really, or the April. So I think this is basically what we're going to get over the break for Chinese New Year this year. I mean, obviously, last year there was other things that they didn't tell us that ended up dropping or getting announced that they had pre-queued.
Yeah, so you're saying this is gonna basically entertain us for the first 4 quarters?
Yeah, because remember they
not for
the same picture at the end of last year, but there was more figures in it. So it's just going to be a little smaller, and what we're getting maybe that, or they're feeding us less information. So there could be a bunch of other stuff that they haven't even.
Because remember, Anakin he Attack of the Clones. Anakin, he's supposed to be technically he would be in there because his.
I think he was initially a quarter 2 figure though, so he wouldn't necessarily need to, because he wouldn't be coming until April.
You're right, and that Padme has been cooking for a long time. I think that Padme was Graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. So,
we're hoping for that one too.
Yeah.
And when is that one that's supposed to be released now?
I mean, 3PO I could see getting pushed up. They just did one. This one's clean. I imagine it's probably a little easier to make because the paint detail, you don't have to weather it as much.
Right. That's the one I ordered. That's what I'm looking for.
Maybe the Troopers.
Oh, easy, because they've already done all
know,
those pieces in
The
paint, with the
501st.
exception of like
you
a
would
couple.
think Fox and the 501st would be like ready to go.
Nah, because
Go ahead.
the 501st troopers that are from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, the suit is the armor pieces are made different from what we originally got because
they're not the regular clones. Yeah.
thicker. So the proportions
Thicker bodies, yeah.
Yeah.
Proportions are different. So that is new. To be honest.
Well, yeah, 'cause
But
that was the
Fox
first time
is
that they
not.
wore. Yeah.
Fox is not. So Fox should be coming sooner than anyone else because
Yeah.
he's rehashing what we already have.
Mm-hmm.
Just painted differently. But dude, I got a delayed notification for Buzz Lightyear. And it's all sideshow. Just getting things late because of the holiday season. So, we probably won't see it until like the beginning of February. All the sideshow stuff that's supposed to have been released over in Christmas over at HK, we're getting it around that time. And then HK, well, everybody else on the other side of the world, Hong Kong and whatnot, is going through their Chinese New Year. So things are going to shut down for a week over there. And then whatever trickles down is going to come over. But we still have figures from last year that's supposed to have been released that we don't have yet. For instance, the Kamen Rider figures. They were already released. People had them in hand. But Sideshow don't have them yet. They still slated for March. Like that's the last, from January to March. So I have mines on order. And
waiting on that boat.
Those Spider-Man, the Spider-Man that me and Blue, I have the 2.0.
Yep,
Blue has, I think you have both of them, right? You have both 2.0s, or do you just have Miles?
Yeah, I got both of them. Yep.
Oh, he has both, and I think Lou, you got one coming on the way from Sideshow. You got both coming on the way from Sideshow.
Yep.
So and then
the Miles was from Sideshow.
Beam, you getting yours from Sideshow?
No, I'm not getting those Spider-Mans.
Okay.
I did order the Miles for Blue though, because he missed the order window. So and that one was from Sideshow. We got that last week.
Yeah. So whenever they're supposed to ship mine out, they ship mine out because right now they're on hot water with me because of what happened with Electro. So I let them know. I never had this experience with you guys before, and I know it's not your fault; it's UPS fault. But is there a possibility I could get my figure because I waited so long? I paid it early so that way I could get it earlier, and so I had to wait an extra month for it, which is a little ridiculous. Which is not your fault. Again, that's UPS for losing it to begin. Right. So I got figures coming in. I'm just waiting for Sideshow.
Yeah, I was like, I'm waiting on that Batman. And then I don't know, because it's going to depend. Because I got mine through Jacob over at Comic Relief Comics, so he's a Sideshow partner. So it just depends on. I don't know if retail, like people who bought direct from Sideshow, are going to get that one first, or if they're going to do the retail partners first. Like it's a crapshoot because you don't ever know because they like alternate whichever figures.
Yeah.
And Tremble, nobody's trying to remember that damn movie.
Is anybody getting Gore?
Except for like maybe Valkyrie. Valkyrie's definitely coming home. She's going to go on a different shelf.
Well, yeah, it's the first one. She needs to.
Yeah.
I need Gore.
Wonder.
But
see, that's
Mark
that
P.
would. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Mark P had mentioned that he's surprised Obi-Wan wasn't on the list. But
he's
surprised
slated for that.
A few more aren't on the list. As well. The Thors that should have been on this list as well.
Thor got delayed.
Both of them.
Thor, yep.
Yeah. So
it's funny that they would delay, head sculpts of basically the same character. You had Natalie Portman, right here with Padme, and then Lady Thor could be right after her, but it's not.
April. Thor. Both that whole Thor line minus Valkyrie got delayed from April to July.
Much love, Mike. Much love.
They didn't even make it.
Yeah, appreciate you. Man.
And then Valkyrie slated for February right now, along with Black Adam.
Yeah, Valkyrie's gonna get that Wanda treatment where they're gonna body swap her. It's gonna be a little tougher though because of that her skin tone. But I think I can see people body swapping that. Just
Obi-Wan's still slated for January to March, so it could be just he wasn't in the photo.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe, but it's still kind of weird. I mean, they've been showcasing them around at the cons and whatnot. So
also
you'd
not
think he would have been
pictured.
here.
The Iron Man Mark 7 open armor.
Oh, the
suit
up.
Yeah. Suit up. Is
That's
that the
so
one that
cool.
waitlisted quietly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Sideshow. You shit.
My man, I think it was OG. He said he's still waiting on his Doc Ock.
Yep.
Trimble says he's got Electro sitting at his International Customs Center in New York since Christmas Eve.
Oh damn.
That's the shit that's killing me.
I've got Prince floating around since December 17th.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I just got him in. So Toys Prince.
Dude. Yes. Yeah, you got him.
Yeah, it's a gift for a friend, but I can show you guys if you'd like.
Oh man, nice. I saw a couple of guys already put up some videos on YouTube. It's fire, bro. Face sculpt, they worked on that too.
Yeah, it looked really good. It turned out pretty good too.
If I can get my own Prince, I'm gonna be playing when Doves crack.
Yeah, I can't.
Ding,
well, wait.
Ding, ding,
yeah.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, it's a gift for a friend of mine, a lady friend of mine.
Let me tell you,
very, very large fan of Prince. So I figured I'd get this.
He is one of the figures. I had a bunch of us have been doing bar setups. I had a complete bar setup with a bunch of figures around.
Let me.
I totally wiped it out because he's coming. I wiped it out and I've got something set up just for him, and I cannot wait, bro.
Oh damn.
Hopefully he'll be here sometime this week. But
you'll enjoy this, man. Because
man, I can't wait.
Presentation, baby. Look at
how shiny that coat is.
I can't.
The shine of the coat is crazy. Now, the one thing I will say, and this was what shocked me, and it's going. If you guys haven't seen a review, it's gonna blow your mind. So you got your regular, plastic shelf. Then what I didn't see is they got a whole stage diorama for them.
Oh damn! That's cool.
Well, see, I have Late Bloomer. I have David Bowie and I have Bob Marley, and they're both by the same company. Yep. And they come with those stages. So I have those guys right up here set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think they probably do the
They better finish that line off when they get all those musicians together, and they better do the Blues Brothers.
That'd be cool, man.
Dude, how badass would that be? It literally feel like you had a whole display.
Boots, man. I'm telling you, man, this thing is so fun. I know my camera trash, but man, listen, this darn thing right here,
dude, man. Him and David Bowie are my two favorite performers of all time.
What I was gonna say earlier is that there's a guitar strumming hand that came in the package that is glued, like the fingers are glued.
Yes, the guys
you can just basically take it apart. It'll be a little white part there, but it'll allow you to put the pick where you need to put it.
Well, the funny thing about it is Late Bloomer. They have the same hands with the Bob Marley, but they weren't stuck together.
Yeah, okay, and they weren't stuck together. That's weird.
No, it was I was able to slap the picks right in.
Yeah, so they give you quite a bit of a package for different the two hands that are on the body, and then 4 swap out pieces, and then the stage as well. I mean, you got the guitar. You're really off and running after that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
This is a figure that I unboxing it. I'm like, damn, I want this.
Oh hell yeah, man! You better get one, man. Yeah. Yes.
My parents are even bigger fans, of course. So
yeah,
I might have to. I'm kind of waiting on see if I can get a Michael Jackson for him, man. Dude. Personally, I would love to get like a Smooth Criminal.
Yep.
You know,
I want a Thriller one.
Honestly, if we're a Thriller or a Beat It, like any of those 2.0, and we get the artisan treatment on those, man, I'm all in. Just don't make it limited. Please, God, don't make it limited. Because then we're fighting with people who just want to collect Michael Jackson memorabilia, and none of us will never get it.
Dude, I want the one in his tour where he had the white and gold. with the
bro,
that's mine, bro.
You not crazy for that, because I feel like that would be a crazy figure to have, like the presence on the shelf alone with all of that gold and bro and his hair, like crazy.
I remember that concert, bro. I remember that concert. I was a little kid watching it on the screen. It was up for all of us to watch, and I was just getting down watching Michael going, I'm mimicking all that. That's how I got into dancing. So
yeah, man.
Gotta have the one who put me on.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, I would like a smooth criminal and just put like a nice little lean on him. That'd be good.
Yeah, bro. I think I'd be set for life. Just to walk past that shelf and it's just a little Michael Jackson.
I got my SH Figure Arts that is legitimately smooth criminal with his diorama base that allows him to lean forward.
That's awesome.
So you just put that on some walk by like,
yeah.
Some of this stuff has already been done in 12-inch. It's like, man, it's
I can't wait for Inart to do it because they perfected that pose without even trying to.
Right, you funny as hell. Honestly, you know, we'll see, right?
Very good.
We saw something in the summer, right, AJ, with Michael Jackson.
Well, that that was. I think they'd nail it.
That's a badass stage too, bro. That hookup is it's fire. It's fire, bro.
I think it'd be cool I think it'd be cool to have the like the Billie Jean Dio tiles that light up.
You talking people's language right there, and like have that just be the light. Oh Lord,
yep,
that'd be game changing.
Hell yeah.
And then J&D's gonna come right behind him and be like, "Look, same thing, only 12."
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
And you can't see any seams. Nothing.
Yeah. Hold up. Since we're talking Michael Jackson figures, I'm gonna put it in the ether. I need the Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson 2-pack from Scream.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet. Hey, dude, give me a Janet, period. I want a Janet anyway.
I bet Inart would do it.
Janet, and then I had a with dark chocolate forever, bro. I'm telling you.
I bet you though, Inart would give you die cast ankle pegs that were at the angle.
Hold up.
Yeah. Or pegs specifically that just
but like die cast like ankle pegs, but it's like on the angles. You boom, feet are there, magnet base, dude is good.
Well, even have a base dedicated to those feet, and you just put the figure in there. That way, there's no worry about matching.
Yeah, like how they did that. That Linda Hamilton figure. Jesus, was it the disguise, the Terminator disguise figure, and you can plug her into the base, or into that feet. The feet were already molded there, so you just boop, boop, and good to go. Okay. I think that'll probably be the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
See, you guys got me. I hope So does a Janet. I want a Janet Jackson now, bro.
Yeah,
and I want, and the one I want is Rhythm Nation. I want the. That would be awesome. No, I want the Rhythm Nation, man. When she's clad in black, she's got her cap. Give me the Rhythm Nation one.
Oh,
that's the one I want.
I'm with it, yeah.
But I like the Super Bowl one. That's the nip slip.
With removable garbage.
That wasn't too bad of an outfit.
No,
just
my favorite
outfit was fire.
Listen, my favorite Janet was this Janet.
Reggie Jackson or nothing.
And she'll have her come up on
Centipede. Hey, Centipede was the jam,
Reggie and a bow, and then you could have them like fight each other with a baseball bat.
Listen, Triple Dust. Actually, Centipede was a hit. Reby Jackson did Centipede. It came out in the 80s. It actually gained some traction, and it was actually a small minor hit.
Man, it would be crazy to see a Jackson 5. Beatles, Jackson 5, that would be crazy, bro.
All in on the Beatles.
Yep.
Kiss.
Yeah, it might.
Kiss,
Of
yeah.
course, of course,
Mhm.
of course.
I think we definitely need that. I know I've seen them done, you know, and especially in a 112 scale. I've seen AC/DC. I've seen Kiss figures. Like,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I would definitely get me a Sting figure, bro. Well, I mean, a Sting Slash. Sorry,
I kind of want
Slash.
Green Day.
Slash
Oh,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses.
Guns
Green
N'
Day would
Roses
be
Slash,
dope.
baby.
Yeah, I want
I
Metallica.
remember when Michael was pissed at Slash because he was overdoing it with his riff and his solo. He's like, "Come on, get the hell out, man. We gotta
Oh
do
yeah,
it
that
without
was
him."
funny.
Danger.
Yeah, I saw there was like a thread on Twitter a couple weeks ago and was talking about there was a performance that James Brown was putting on years ago, and Michael and Prince were in attendance.
I never heard about that.
And James Brown calls Michael on stage. He wants Michael. Michael does a little razzle dazzle, but you know, Michael is a little apprehensive. And this was kind of like at the height of where Michael and Prince's, like, I don't know what you guys want to call. Some people might want to call it a rivalry, but sometimes there are things that there are two great people in an industry, and there's a bunch of people that don't have the talent that are in between them, trying to manufacture a story, manufacture things to happen for those two luminaries, those two people.
Well, according to Prince, there was no. According to Prince, there was no rivalry.
That's why That's why I'm coming at it like that, because these guys have never really acknowledged it as like certain things. Although we know of instances where they've shared some sort of disdain for certain things that each other has done or do, or how they carry each other themselves, but it's never been like, fuck that guy, I don't like that guy, you know.
Right. No, it's never been that. Right, exactly. But in case some folks that don't know, Michael Jackson actually approached Prince. He wanted Prince to play the part in the Bad video that my man, come on, Blade.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. The role that he played, because if you go back and look at Bad, Wesley Snipes is the guy that Michael turns to. Yes. Well, Michael wanted Prince to be in that spot. Prince said, because Michael said,
say your brother's mine. He ain't about to say that to me. That's what I heard.
Prince said, he goes, now that line, am I saying that to you, or you saying that to me? Because that don't jive. He said, no.
Yeah,
late bloomer.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
I love it. I told you I was thinking about getting that Sandman. I might just have him put him on tuck, and whenever I want to have the boys fighting somebody outside of my Carnage and Doc Ock, I'm probably get something done with that.
Oh yeah, it's a cool Sandman. I had to get that guy.
I like that. That works out really nicely.
Hey, he's punching the hell out of
he's cold. What they say, he's getting cold cop.
Yeah, exactly. He said Janet and J-Lo 2-pack from that's the way that love goes. He's funny as hell. I forgot J-Lo was in that video. You're right.
That is a fire video.
Yeah.
Can somebody make me a Halle Berry from Monster Ball? You know which scene.
He funny as hell. Just go buy a Bison body, you sicko.
Take a Halle Berry from Swordfish.
A little bit. Ooh,
Swordfish, yes. You Swordfish? Yeah.
Oh man, do you remember the third scale one?
But it's not as spicy as Monster Ball.
No, it's not at all.
Right. I'll be right back, guys. Boomer.
Say that again. I'm sorry, AJ.
Third scale one that came with the little tiny like dildo.
Who?
I forget who it was. Somebody made a straight up third scale, and it's like anatomically correct.
Of who? Of what figure is this?
I think it was just a random woman.
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't know who needs that.
Send me backstage. Thank you.
Right. Unbelievable.
But I think Trimble said this earlier, and we did take a look at it.
Be careful. Be careful.
Trimble Dust would want it, wouldn't he?
Exactly what? Exactly what now did he say?
You can't drop that bomb without proof.
Okay, I'll find it. Give me a second.
But yeah, it's really interesting when Hot Toys gives us this graphic, and they say, well, there's things coming. Here's the things that's coming available. I really struggle with it because at first it's like awesome, like we get some sort of transparency with a non-transparent company, and then at the same time it's like
found it.
We still don't know exactly what's coming and when it's coming. Like seeing all those figures grouped up is cool, but all of those figures have different dates, and we got to do all of that. You're making us go to Sideshow, which is already an estimation. It's not based on you. It's based on what Hot Toys thinks that you guys are going to get finished and push that out to them. And so I love that it's transparent, but it's still like there's a lot of information that we have to go run and get when it comes to that.
Cloak and dagger more than transparency. Because the thing is this, we have a window of half a year each quarter. Half a year for each quarter. They'll say, oh yeah, we have January to March, when it could get pushed all the way to September. Honestly. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Is any of these lists that they put out before, has it ever made you feel like you just need to go and, if you haven't pre-order said figure?
No. Not unless
I usually know what I'm
bad
getting.
word. That's a damn curse. That's a curse word to me.
Pre-order?
If it's low stock at my easy to obtain location and it's hard to get, then it's not meant for me to get. So unless I go to my mom and pop's shop, big shout out to both the Rays, Collector Zone and other people in my specific area, like Midtown Comics and the Comic Book Cave. These people buy certain items, they have it in stock, and if you're able to get it and grab it or ask them to order it for you, they will. And you have your stuff locked in. When it's there, you just pick it up.
See,
I agree. I mean, most of the figures I want are already on pre-order, so
exactly.
It's very difficult to go.
Hobo Goblin is the last figure that I'm gonna fuck around and find out. I promise y'all. Everything else I'm already good to go. Because that is one figure like I should have just threw a little $30 on. I was around when it was just nothing was happening to it. It wasn't blue screen, none of that. I could have just. But I was awful sauntering off in Star Wars or some shit. I don't know.
Right. So as far as POs, do you have a bullet in every chamber?
For the most part, for the stuff that I know that I want next year, I've got it like money spent on it already. Like,
okay, cool.
Some sort of money, whether that is just the pre-order itself or already like making payments. Like, I already paid off Toby. I paid off Anakin. Like, I'm just waiting for those to come in. So my next one is probably going to be that symbiote suit from the VGM, and then either Sabine or the Venom, because they're going to be like around the same thing.
Are you getting that 21-inch Venom?
Yeah,
You're talking about the vehicle, okay?
Yeah. The basically the two-legged vehicle. Yeah, I will be getting that. It might touch my ceiling. It may. If I put his hand up, it may get there. We're gonna see.
You got a spot already set up for it, or no?
Yeah, some of y'all might be more excited about this. It is actually a branded figure. It's a Final Fantasy figure of Tifa. It's SGD.
Oh, Tifa. Oh my god.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yep.
Yeah, now you remember.
I'm good with game toys. I don't need that weird shit.
Everybody's like, no, dude, I don't remember. And then all of a sudden I find out the name. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Man, that woke Blue the hell up.
Yeah, every single Tifa that I've seen third party other than game toys has just been it might as well have come with the dildo with it because
there you go.
way sexualized and weird and and not correct. Like the outfit is just terrible.
And if you know the game and you know the character, it's more than just sex material. It's more than that. But
all right. Wow,
that's just how they kind of designed her.
They make one that's anatomically correct.
Cool. Oh, okay. Well, hey, listen, it was coming to this anyway. It's Holodecks next, fellas. Come on,
Holodecks.
It's gonna be. Take the glasses off and just walk into the room. It's coming. Maybe it may not be in our lifetime, but we're gonna get close to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some robust.
Nah.
Yeah, you guys ever?
You don't have time for real sex, late bloomer.
There's a game called Detroit Become Human.
Yes,
and if you
it's been one of the biggest.
I posted
it's been one of the biggest games for a long time too.
Yeah, it's so cool. And there's like a part in there where like you go to like this basically like this robo how do I want to put this, brothel, if you will, and you're like walking in there and you like the way that they have it designed is just like kiosks with the person of your choice in there. And you just press a button, slip your credit card in there, and that thing, the robussy comes out. And then you can take it to a room and and put on your pleasure and set your pleasure settings.
Crazy.
Why did you have to use the term pussy? I was on another stream a few days ago, and that popped up in the stream. Everybody in the chat was bussy this, bussy that, bussy. For like the last 2 hours of the stream was just, and I was getting with them too. Bussy and bussy. I was like, yeah.
Did someone say pussycat?
But I love when chats all go, okay, and they all jump on one thing and they obsess, and eventually guys in the stream going,
Chat will have a mind of its own, man.
Yeah, man. Well, this chat does. We have an awesome chat here. This chat is outstanding. Anybody's.
That was an awesome powers line. I never forget a pussy.
Excuse me, that's bussy with a B, sir.
Eat a bunch of shiitake mushrooms.
What are you guys' thoughts that they decided to raise the price $5 on a lot of figures?
Everything site-wide.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah,
it's more common than you think. It's not.
I agree, but
it's more common than you think. It's just that when it's noticeable and in front of you, it looks bad, but it always happens. It happens when you don't even know it.
$5 times 20 figures equals one less figure you get to buy a year. And then you water down all the rewards programs.
Hey, bro.
You get 5%. You sign up for the things. You're no longer.
That's where it starts to cake on, AJ. Yeah.
It's
that's
not
where
just
it starts to suck.
It's the continued. Everything is like this thing goes up this much. This thing goes down this much. Now you're 10% apart from where you used to be a year ago. And then it just further and further and further. And then the figures go up. Like the baseline of a figure now is basically like 240. The only figure we had that was 220 last year was that Fox that's coming out.
You know how you curb this? Do you know how to curb this? I'll tell you how to curb it. Stop feeding the beast. That's the only way you stop it.
Yeah, which was that easy. But
and then you don't.
Distributor.
But once again, you don't have to totally stop feeding the beast. You just have to take it upon yourself. Hey, this is the way economically it is. I'm going to have to make the adjustment. Unless you can do something about it.
Because if they see the money flowing in like the same, they're not going to change. That's part of to Unk's point. It's like if they see the money and their books look the same as it did before the $5 increase, they're going to be like, guess they don't care. We're going to keep going. Next year, going to be another $5. You know what I mean?
All offense towards Sideshow as it is, I've stopped ordering from them as much. So,
oh really?
It's just their tactics. I go elsewhere. That's where
this is my question though. if I pre-ordered this figure at 160 a week ago, I didn't. But that's why I'm asking the question. Is that person now going to have to pay 165 because that was the price of the figure when it was released?
Nope.
They'll probably sneakily attach it to the taxes.
Yeah,
taxes or shipping.
Exactly.
Which they did in the first place, so we don't have to look at this shit.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Thank you, best guy.
Regardless of how you cut it or slice it, they could have added that $5 to the shipping. They could have added to the taxes. Overall, we end up paying more anyway because of price influx everywhere. There's always price influx.
It's got to get somewhere.
But here's the thing: if it's $5 across the board, at least it's not something dramatic like what was it? Freaking what was that sack of potatoes that had only extra set of hands and costed an extra $20? Freaking from Black Widow. What's her name? Her sister. Yelena. Yeah, Yelena. She was more expensive than figures that had more accessories that predated by 1 year.
Yeah, I remember.
And her head sculpt is trash in comparison to a lot of other figures.
There you go.
So therefore, their tactics, it's all business. And the thing is this, everything that goes up in price, you start asking yourself, where do you want your collection to go? You don't buy everything as a hoarder, you buy everything as a collector. If you're into completing is one thing. If you're not, and you want to just pick apart your collection to see where your money goes to what you absolutely adore, then do that, because you're going to find more content and joyfulness with what you spend your money with than be like, oh man, I gotta get rid of this and go through the hassle because I don't have it in my heart no more to have this in my collection. Yeah, gotta go. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. You might as well put it into something.
Man. That's right. That's right.
But I'm definitely Marie. I'm definitely getting I got it pre-ordered and locked in.
And there you go.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because it doesn't affect you. I mean, in other words, you're not jaded by it. It doesn't, That's the same with anybody. You got to look at everybody's wallet is different. We got to go ahead.
Listen, I purchase multiple scales, as you guys already know. So I already see increases between bullshit figures like Marvel Legends and
absolute bullshit
figures, right? Because when they bring them out, they as quickly as they come out and as overpriced, they as quickly go into freaking clearance. You know what I mean? And Uncle right above me, testified to that because he gets all the hot shit for clearance. Now, he's just patiently waiting. He waits about a couple of months and let it stock up. And here's the thing. The way they distribute it sucks. Why? Because they send a majority of them to these states that have no collectors in them. And they put them into like the Ollie's and the Five Below and shit like that. And people end up getting it through there. But like the big cities like New York, LA, and so on and so forth, you can't find these figures because scalpers get to them before you can even flood the market. And even let's say you do flood the market in those big city areas, maybe you have a better turnaround with your profits before going into dead stock and lost equity. You know what I mean? And count it as a loss in your tax returns because, dude, no one wants to go to the losses. Everybody wants to make a profit and not wait until the end of the year to start,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a cold world out here. I'm kind of with Trimble because I already kind of have my my Wolverine. But as far as Hono is concerned, I am excited to see what offerings they could have on tap. More specifically, X-Men Storm, please. Nightcrawler.
I'm really looking forward to Magneto.
For sure, Storm. For sure.
But I think just what S Beam said. I think we need to just wait and see how Magneto and Thor pan out as far as their head sculpts and their offerings. I'm not sure. Well, we got that little backdrop and then maybe like 6 change out hands with Wolverine, and I think that was it. So I would think that would probably be the I guess a justifiable or like a I guess accurate way to kind of approach them going forward is all right, they're going to give us maybe 1 or 2 things some hands, and they're gonna call it quits. And it's gonna be, if you've ever gotten a third party box, limited. Or if you ever gotten anything from 3-0 as far as their 6 scale figures, their boxes are very slim compared to Hot Toys. I get out.
Yeah, I got an Ultraman from a couple of months ago. You're right. It's nice and compact.
I think it's all right though, because they're selling like those comic book things. Like you kind of just need the figure. I mean, they're giving you a couple slashes, like a slash effects, and the claws.
Well, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that.
I'm not saying you are. I think it's like they can't. I think they can do that because it's like what they're doing is like that's what it requires to like this is the figure, and that's how we get that sweet 160 price.
Mm-hmm.
What I hope they continue to go with that is how long until they like actually put up for pre-order those other 2 figures. Mm-hmm. How many figures are behind it? Because if we're going to get a 6 to 8 month window on a turnaround, even at $160, if they were just are like, here's 3, cool. 2 months later, here's another 3, cool. Here's another 3, cool. Here's another 3. Next thing you know, they're dropping like 30 or 40 figures a year at $160. It sounds awesome, but then when you incorporate it, now they're getting you to buy 2 for every 1, and the turnaround is twice as fast.
Mm-hmm. And they're already doing you could tell it's a different company than Hot Toys because they're on Instagram going, what would you guys like to see? Fill in the blank here. This is what I want in my collection.
Yeah, I thought that was dope.
And that's
they're already 100 times more transparent than Hot Toys has ever dreamt of being. And it's like it's crazy to me, but
that fucking company.
Just like they're not transparent. And it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, out of the 6 scales, I've yet to go buy a Hot Toy, and I know eventually I will because there's a couple of them out there that I really do want. And once they get really deep down discount, but I hate the company so much, man. I hate their practices so much.
Who are you talking about? Shit Show?
No, Hot Toys. I hate that company. I hate their tactics. They're not very pleasant to their customer base, but. Anyway,
I mean, Shit Show was starting to take after Hot Toys. It would seem they just do stuff behind the scenes, and then we find out about it later, and
they try to cry wolf and make us feel bad for getting on them. Like, oh, look at all the stuff we do for y'all. Like,
right. It's your fault. It's your fault.
And to be honest, y'all don't really give a fuck about us because guess who's actually putting gas in their cars and keeping their bills paid? It's the statue collectors. So when they fuck off and you fuck them off, you will have no one, literally, because the 6 scale is not going to be able to pay y'all bills. Sorry. You're going to have to get almost every fucking Iron Man they've ever made to pay your bills. Okay? And you're going to hope that they all make that silver one we talked about. You're gonna hope they make more of those to keep the fucking bills on in your place. Because if the statue people go, y'all are done.
Yo, I was watching a stream just the other night, and there's one guy who went to the what was it the last festival they the last thing they had, what's it called? Wonderfest.
Yep.
Yeah, in Tokyo or
yeah. He found out. He said that they asked him, said, what do you sell? What a sideshow, what do you guys sell the most of everything that you have? And you would think it would be 6 scale statues. He said that statues are their lifeblood and that they have clients in Saudi Arabia. And they buy, and they don't care how big it is. How much it costs? They got
because you got them caliphates and you got them sons, sultanates and all. There's all these these princes and they got just wheelbarrows of money.
And that's why they could be so shitty to you.
Because they got a whole other they get their money from these people. All they have to really do is cater to them. They give us the bare minimum, and honestly, those guys are not on there putting in 35% coupons. I think there's a disdain that comes from them. I don't know. This is just me, but just based off of the experience the last 2 years, and then also prior to me coming into it, from what I heard, how reward systems were and how you guys used to get like coupons on. Literally, it's changed over me. I've bought a few figures and I haven't got that coupon sticker. I haven't seen a coupon sticker in a little while. Just saying. And I bought some shit straight off from shops. So
I get them all the time, but I can't use them because they're less than 15%, which is what I get for the VA discount. So I just give them out to everybody else. Like,
and it's stuff like that kind of makes me feel a way about them. I'm already having a situation with my Doc Ock. We already had somebody in the chat say the same thing, and I canceled because I ain't never seen this shit. The motherfucker was sitting there at Big Bad Toy Store in stock, but Sideshow had it on wait list. I'm like, they're your little brothers. They don't get stock before you do. So how do they have anything at all that's Hot Toys before you do? How? So I canceled my shit and went and bought that, and it was there. I got my Doc Ock literally the next fucking week. So like, something's up. Something's fishy over there. I don't know what it is, but I just know it smells bad. It's smelly.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. There's a reason why I call it shit show, or now side shit. Thanks, Mike.
You like side shit, baby? Yeah.
Well, two great names. I can't decide which one is shit, but shit show and side shit. But ever since the pandemic, man, they're I don't know what the hell was going on, but they've earned the name shit show and side shit.
There will be merch soon.
And see that's funny because Wandering Earth was the first figure I ever purchased from Side. I've purchased from everybody else. That's the first time I ever purchased from Sideshow. So thanks for the heads up, guys. Because when I first got into the community, people were raving. Oh, Sideshow stuff. Oh, that's the place. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. I was trying. Well, that's an incredible downgrade in about 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That pandemic, I don't know, fry freaking brain or something. I mean, I understand they're a business, but their I don't know, business model flushed down the damn toilet.
They got greedy off of the in-game line. That's for sure from what I saw. They got greedy with that.
Way too many of them. And then here they are in their infinite fucking wisdom. Waitlisting everything now. They're going back to 2014 days, and no, fuck that. You are the official distributor for the U.S. and Europe, basically.
Europe, yes.
Get those fucking figures in stock. Get them in stock.
It just don't make any sense. Like, why do we feel like we already know that they come out in China? They're made in China. We're already behind the ball. We get that and we accept that. But then when it comes over to Sideshow, we expect them to pick that up, and give us the reason why Sideshow was getting championed 2 years ago or 3 years ago was because of the fucking customer service. Customer service could not be rivaled. And in some parts today. They still can't be rivaled in the customer service. But I think it's the combination of all of that, in which Blue eloquently put. But on top of that, it's the people losing out on the limited shit from Hot Toys, right? And then going to Sideshow and Sideshow not being clear about how to get it, right? And then let's say that you tried to get that comic spot. Let's just say you are that unfortunate individual that tried to get the Wanda, couldn't get it. Tried to get the Anakin, couldn't get it. Tried to get the Joker, couldn't get it. Tried to get the comic Iron Man, couldn't get it. You would say, man, fuck these guys. You'd be ready to just go in there and get their address and do something to them.
But then during the year they do these shows, and all of a sudden they find stuff that was in the back stock that they didn't know they had.
Right. I got friends that got Captain America on wait list. Shout out to Ramakan Chris. He got Captain America the stealth suit on wait list. They gave that motherfucker away in front of him, right in front of, like, he watching this shit.
Dude, I'm on that wait list too.
That is jacked up.
Yeah.
That's bold. That's pretty damn bold.
That's bullshit.
Oh, we pulled out a copy of our own. Then give that to somebody. Fuck these guys in stream. Get that to somebody who clicked that button.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you're on the wait list. Oh, here it is. Ooh, given to Rando Man.
Yeah, but I Mark Attack won one of those one time, so
I ain't never seen somebody that we know win that shit. It's always somebody that's in their Facebook group.
I think he won that sideshow.
So he's the only one.
Listen. That's not the only time they did it. They did it last year too. They did it to me. I was on wait list for that Hulkbuster. Go to give away.
Hulkbuster. The fucking Boba Fett, the Arena Fett,
the Boba.
We all got fucked off. Some people wanted that, and y'all got fucked off because sideshow.
Yep, and funny part.
What happened is that they fired somebody, and they had all those in the office. So they couldn't take them with them because they still belong to Sideshow. So
that blows my mind.
That's not your figure, bro. I know you worked in this. It's not your figure, bro. You keep that. It doesn't go in your little box.
We just have it in your
escorted out by security.
Now we no longer have your office, so we're going to sell these figures.
They will find.
We're going to give away these figures.
They're going to find. We're going to give them. They're going to find a Zombie Strange in 2025. I guarantee it.
No, they're gonna find a zombie Captain America. There's some shit in the fucking graveyard. But hey, you know what?
Hey, look everybody, it's the
You know exactly.
Next giveaway will be a Peacemaker.
I'm watching the
next giveaway.
Auctions for that N1. I think it's going to show up on there if anywhere. Because that's what they sell all the one of one hot toys.
Oh yeah, they're like the auction things.
Did you see it last year? They had that 66 Batman. It was a diorama of the Batcave. It was like 6 feet by 4 feet.
It was
going for like $30,000.
Bro, it was so killer. Oh my god!
But I mean, you got those 5 suits that like Hot Toys never made. Then you got the only Hot Toys Batmobile 66 version. Then you got a Bat boat and the helicopter, plus the whole diorama that some dude ended up buying it for like $30,000.
Jesus Christ!
The shit is unreal, man. What are you about to say, Lou?
Like the real stuff right there. Save your pennies. Get one of those.
I was gonna say, you never know. They may bring out that vulture from the graveyard.
Oh hell! We talked about this. See, I kind of want. I want Hono. Oh yeah, as a giveaway. Yeah. They probably gonna. Yeah. And my condolences for when that happens to y'all. But I would love for Hono to try to do their own vulture.
Comic vulture? Yeah.
I want a Silver Surfer, bro. Give me a Silver Surfer, man.
We can do it. It's been done. It can be done.
And it won't be limited like Hot Toys comic line.
Oh, they do a Silver Surfer.
I hate that. I hate the limited shit. So
see, there's a third. See, do y'all saw that third party? Hold on, I think Lou's back. Okay, so they did a third party, that had like a kind of like a hard metallic kind of body for Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah,
it works in 6 scale. So that's all I'm gonna say. I think it can be done.
Oh yeah, it can. Oh yeah.
I'm just not sure about elbow bunching and hip bunching in terms of when you decide to get Mr. Rad on the surfboard, what will happen there with the materials. But I think it can be done.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I need them to make me a freaking comic book Juggernaut. Yes, please. Yes, please. Or Hulk.
Juggernaut,
yeah.
I think Hulk is the one.
Hulk, yeah.
Hulk is the one, and I feel as though they won't do it this way, but I think it's time for it to be done. Hulk needs to be an artisan. Yeah. Here's my reasons. He's going to be the CMS 016, right? And they're going to do him. Yeah, they're going to do him just like that comic book Spider-Man. They're going to do the amalgamation. They're going every different person that has done Hulk, that has written or drawn Hulk, you get either a swap out head, so you get the different hair pieces, or different swap out hair pieces, magnetic or however way you want to do it. a la John Wick or the Batman that we just released. You could do it like that. But
do the
I
artisans
think
still have a comic or a movie designation?
Artisan is
on their
movie
own?
designation.
I think Artisan is MMS. It's under MMS.
Yeah, it's under MMS.
The one that they did was because they chose 2 people from the movies.
Three. Sorry, Joker, Anakin, and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So
I think that they could do artisans from TV shows, which would just fall in the TMS line, though. Like, I think it's like another thing, like a DX. Like, there have been DX figures that come from TMS, and there have been DX figures that come from MMS.
Why can't artisan just be an enhancer?
Wanda is the first Marvel DX figure.
Really?
First
That's
one.
Funny. Wow. It's funny because we
broke that barrier, dude. We smashed that glass ceiling.
That's interesting. It's always been DC or Star Wars have got that.
Yeah, that's the only two that have gotten DXs up until now.
Speaking of DC, did any of y'all see the animated 1/6 scale version of Batman with soft goods?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I think it's done by S Hero. I think S Hero's doing. Yeah, they're doing that, and they're doing the Superman. Right now, I'm like, if they show a Robin from there, or if I can get my hands on a Teen Titans Robin, bro, I think I'm set. Okay, I know it's not gonna fit in my DC collection. I don't give a fuck. I'll figure something out, bro.
Bro, if they, you know,
they're designating them DX series, guys.
Ooh.
The artisans
are DX series.
Oh
wow! Look at that.
So that's a new DX then. Damn.
So that's got to be the new DX, and I wonder, you know, there isn't too much precedent for it, but I wonder if that's, you know, artisan is something that can transcend just the, you know, the MMS, the TV line. Like, I feel like comic book characters should, and deserve to get that type of treatment as well.
I think that's just the tag that they're putting on. So, you know, when you see artisan, you know that it has like the best materials.
Right.
Like,
and then, it's going to come with the rolling eyeballs and the rooted hair and all that.
Well, because they still have sculpted versions. Sculpted versions are still like the regular DX and then DX artisan.
Yeah. Right.
So,
and if they could add like 25% more figures to that instead of making it so limited, I think it'd be better. Look, I know they're new to the whole game, but so far, I mean, I'm not seeing the real value in their Fartisan line. It's just hair. That's it.
So far, because we get rolling eyeballs and all the other stuff on all the other figures now.
On all the other figures, yeah.
Unless they got to make it a package blue. I think it's got to be, you know, rolling eyeballs and, you know, the hair, and then it's got to be like a diorama base, like a base that strikes. I think that's. That is part of the package. Like the figure is going to be one thing, and that figure will carry us, but I think it's the things around it that can create that experience. That's what a DX to me is. When I open up that foam box, the foam packaging, that's a difference in the experience. You know, the rolling eyeballs for the most part, for most of them that we've had.
Quality materials.
Yes,
like Trimble saying, real leather.
It's gotta have that. And I said this previously. When it comes to the Jedi, I don't want another single. I'll take this Attack of the Clones, you know, and maybe Mace, but after that, I don't want another single Jedi that doesn't have like leather material. Like you guys they need to go to the next mile because these guys don't do much, right? The Jedi, the monks, the space monks, like put the material on them. They're not going to be doing crazy shit like fucking Spider-Man anyway.
Yeah, the belts. Yeah, stop using the freaking pleather, dude. That's gonna waste away, and you're still calling it artisan. It's fucking partisan. You know, until you use like premium materials.
Now that's cash grabbing.
That the artisan line should have. It sucks.
That sucks. But you know what? Hono gives me another revitalization for collecting.
Man, that makes me
happy. Dude,
that makes me happy.
There's no eye rolling system needed if everybody has white slitted eyes.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. That's
good
one.
point.
Two.
2, if they're doing seamless bodies or seamless parts, that's another beautiful thing. Colossus, you know, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room to work with. There's plenty of room to work with. But let's like Hono Studios. So far, we see an Avenger character and 2 X-Men characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they still go along these 2 paths, we can technically get the entire Marvel universe.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Fantastic Four. That's you know, X-Men. That's the Avengers. That's everybody, bro.
You speaking a dangerous tongue right now, but
Yeah.
you are speaking truth.
Yep. And they could do DC as well. You could have Batman and you know,
See,
Robin.
that's the shit I'm talking about. That's the scary. Yeah, exactly, Lou. That's when it gets scary, because when they start doing Green Lantern and they start doing you know, a cloth version suit of Flash. They do a reverse Flash or something to drop some shit. Hawk Girl on your ass. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm done. I have no space.
Green Lantern. Oh,
exactly.
Man.
Yeah. Poison Ivy. We got a third party that was decent and held its own. But what if they go in there and sculpt that and make that and turn that, you know, really into a very attractive figure?
Beta Ray Bill.
They're gonna be thirsting over it. Exactly. For me, all cloth, black suit, symbiote suit Spider-Man, right? That is, or the non-symbiote suit, right? The one that was given to him. That it doesn't necessarily have the alien that's in there, but you know, they could do something like that. Yeah, just a regular black suit. Those are the things that it could get real scary.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be. I mean, unless it's like the animated series or something like that, like animated Batman, and just like cloth and the design. If it's like comic book, it should have a certain not just cloth, but certain flair to it that doesn't make it look like plain red symbol. Yeah. To me,
hey,
anyway.
Trimble Dust, you're not talking about Mr. Terrific from the TV series, are you? Because if you are, man, you're gonna be freaking me out. The fact that you even know that.
All right, Lou.
I got a dip, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, hit that like button. Hit
right now.
I'll catch you.
All right, brother. Be safe out there.
See you, nephew.
Later.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy. 2024, boy, it's gonna be
crazy. Yeah, 2024 is gonna be crazy indeed.
Hono poses the most excitement though right now out of everything.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which I know the people at Messed Up Joker Land don't like to hear.
Yeah, that price point's huge to be where it is.
Yep.
Honestly, where you know the price point is great. I think I can't wait to see when they get more figures in their line, and we're gonna inevitably get more newer, younger collectors in. That's gonna allow them to be able to collect alongside of us and collect and open them up to the community. When you you get into the community, you're getting to this community, and you see Anakin Skywalker for fucking $700, Obi-Wan Kenobi for $500, Luke Skywalker $300, $400 on a good day. And so like a lot of these figures, a lot of these mainline characters, you can get you a Spider-Man, cool, but some of these like super iconic fucking movie lines.
Any Imperial officer.
any Star Wars character from the OT that was released like 5 years ago is probably running you some fucking type of money right now. And that is very daunting to a new collector to come in and see these prices and have the motivation. Unless they got big pocketbooks, they're gonna see those prices and get sticker shock and then find wherever. That's why I say 3-0 is important. The 3 zeros, the
the easiest way to parties. Get cheap though.
Yep, third party.
Easiest way to get them for cheap. Wait. Everything gets 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Once they hit $600, $700, $800, you can be like that dude waiting behind the tree meme, like all like. Because any day now they're gonna make
speaking
it.
Of 2.0s,
that money.
Speaking of 2.0s,
ooh wee, this one. when this one came down the line, it was like I was already kind of freaking out because of Toby, but man, seeing this one,
Toby became old news quick.
Yeah, because this guy is just like, whoa, like you can't
open
not
arm
look at this.
display mode.
That's a wild piece.
I had to look at the title too because it said Mark II, but I'm like, that doesn't look like the Mark II from like Iron Man or anything like that. So I was like, is it like an artistic line or something? But nope, it looks like more Iron Man 2 if they're shining it up like so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just look
Man,
at all
everything. Every fucking thing opens up.
Yeah,
I have the last Mark II they released.
This is so dope, though.
Yeah, it is. This one doesn't. The last one didn't come with a head sculpt. Came with the face sculpt, but not the full head sculpt. So,
and that's a quarter scale one, shrunken down to 1/6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love doing that.
The hair looks better. Like, I mean, it looks better than the quarter scale version. I mean, I don't know what the hell they did. They got a better stylist or something.
I think they got a new printer this year, dude.
Maybe.
Like, look at the quality of all the face sculpts we've been getting towards the end of the year have been damn near perfect.
Yeah,
yeah, that hair looks good.
They need to do that with all the characters too, including Cobb. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
Trimble says he looks like he has an eyeliner on.
But I really
he always does. He always has like.
That's one of the nicer sculpted hair. The hair sculpt is really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, they got better after that fucking Supergirl that they botched. They was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and fix this up. And ever since then, that John Wick, good. That Batman, good. Like they when it comes to like the thin like frayed hair, like they like, all right, we fucked up. We know. they got it good ever since. So this looks like this is gonna be we'll see how the sculpt comes out in the mass printing. Because what a lot of people, there you go. We waiting on her. Fuck you, Nate Bloomer. We waiting on you, girl. We waiting on you. We need you 6 scale. I got pre-order you still.
That had a better face sculpt.
Yeah, but when we saw it, Trimble, though, you can't say that like that didn't look much better than when we first saw that shit.
Right.
We all fucking we was about to riot when we first saw that shit.
Yeah, it was a dude.
Yeah, and if you saw that movie and you loved her part, her contribution to it, you kind of like really saddened to see them kind of not get the sculpt right.
Because I actually did like it. I mean, I thought she did well. Considering the movie. Considering the movie as a whole, I wouldn't mind.
I'm always going to have a soft spot for Supergirl, and then, they decided to make her like a short hair, brunette, badass goth chick. I'm in love. Let's do it. And it's like that kind of subverted our expectation of what we always known Kara to be, blonde skirt, high boots. Like that's what we've seen her,
That's what they're going to do now.
Then most likely probably go back to that,
Oh no, they said they've already found someone.
The size comparison between,
and she's going to be classical. She's going to be classical.
Yeah, you're right, AJ. It's crazy. But yeah,
wow, that's a big difference.
Holy the vibranium cocktail.
He's not that tall. Like Iron Man is not that tall, or well, RDJ isn't that tall, but.
But the suit is.
This is going to be massive because if it has the drop down legs like the 85 has, you're gonna get a good.
Come
nice
up big, Beam. Come up big, buddy. Let's get a.
Yeah,
I got it.
He's juiced.
Okay, cool.
Dude, that's so dope.
So there's the Mark II, the one that's in the picture. I don't know if I have a battery there.
Yeah. Why'd they make it look so dull in the picture? I mean, I know they're trying to sell the other product, but damn. Because that looks great.
Yeah, I mean it's still rather shiny. It was just
because the other one looks like there's a little.
Well, the other one I think has the Chromando paint.
It does have the Chromando,
which is practically black.
But yeah, this was my second Iron Man figure that I got.
Oh, nice.
Mark II. Oh, really? Okay.
Mark II was the second Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
But
got a history. One of your babies.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Is this Mark III 2.0 is a single jointed. I'm not sure if we know that yet.
I don't think it'll be single jointed. I think it'll be
Single
how the
jointed?
rest of the Iron Men are.
Is it? I think it's
Like
double
you
jointed.
get a decent amount of range out of the elbows.
Single jointed.
Yeah, I don't think the. Hang on, let me grab him. Hang on.
Have you ever come out with an Iron Man that wasn't double jointed?
I haven't seen one yet. Except for the old plastic ones.
Well, in recent memory, I guess.
No, it's just the way that they do it now. I think it's a double joint, but they just hide it. It's just stuck. Yeah. It's kind of like recessed down into the armor, so you can't really see that that move like that.
Protocol.
Yeah. You can't see a break. Yeah,
it looks single to me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless you can pull it down like the legs, I think it's pretty well single. It looks like it's gonna be double, but like.
Well, then it would break just at the boot line and then above the knee, and you do have those points where it could break.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look at the leg. You know, I mean, little above 90.
Well, so when this is
that arm.
When is it due for release?
Oh, this guy.
Hey, where's my man AJ? Come on, numbers. When does he do? When is this due for release?
Q1 next year. Hold on 1 second. I'll give you the date. I'll give you the exact date.
He is the guy. I have learned. He is the guy to go to. We were going to find out. I'm asking the man with all the facts.
I don't know if he's
Mr. Fantastic.
It's a
wow! Look at all that.
Q4, Q1 figure for next year.
Look at all of that.
A lot of chrome pieces, yeah.
Unless because they haven't released the date yet, it could be the first figure that is definitely in Q1 for next year, for 2025.
This is a
we
model
have not gotten
kit.
one for that set yet.
This is a model kit. It might as well be a model kit.
It's interchangeable, it says, right?
Wow.
Oh no,
combination
of
Hey, you can just switch and swap, and it feels like everybody's going to be like having their own modification of this Iron Man.
Yeah,
and this feels like it's going to be truly this is going to be your figure. You know what I mean? Outside of
personalize it,
you can personalize this figure. You know, outside of buying a head sculpt and putting it on a figure, you know, those have always been modifications that we've all been doing for years now. But this right here is like out of the box modifications, customization. And I think this needs to be a thing for all Iron Man. I could be crazy, but
let's see what the price is first before we decide to say do this to everyone.
Yeah. You're right, AJ. But this could be something.
We just got a $500 plastic one that's like half as small. That this one's probably going to cost less than. So
yeah, exactly. But I will say that, you know, and that's something that people have been, you know, screaming for a while is, you know, an extra accessory pack for these, especially the die-cast ones, wouldn't hurt. But the thing is that those earlier ones weren't designed like this one. You know, all the exchangeables, like there's different, you know, we had different pieces and stuff we put on his hands, but this is overall, you could just redress him up differently. Yeah, you could have him looking like a pile of metal if you want, like just put him all over the place.
Like 20 working on him or something, and
like it looks like it's completely broken or whatever. You know,
yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah,
I kind of want a Mark 42 like this.
You know,
dude, with all the
if you had a Tony shop with a Mark 42 like this, and you could take all these pieces and just sprinkle them around because it keeps running into things and falling apart.
Yeah. That'd be so cool.
Exactly.
I've entertained the idea of just straight up buying a Mark 42 solely to just take it apart and sprinkle the pieces across the casing.
Have they ever made that little dummy thing that he has?
Yeah, he came with Mech Test Tony.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's a must then for those who are putting together, you know, the rooms. Like that's a must.
Yeah,
hell yeah. That's something I would, you know, I'm definitely gonna miss out doing is
I
the
wish this,
Iron
like,
Man route of collecting
Jazz
hot
Inc. or
toys.
somebody would
Oh, you're
make
in the. What do you?
the
Why do you
most
say
Iron
that,
Man.
Bloomer?
Because
You-
I'm
you-
one and done with Iron Man, Battle Damage 85, and that's about the
okay.
extent of my space.
Right on.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Oh, I like that. I like that base. Wow,
Yep.
that's cool.
You know what's funny is they gave him a crotch grabber, and
Yeah,
I
I was
understand
about
why.
to say, I was like,
No
what the
flight
heck
pole.
is a crotch
Because it's the
grabber?
Iron
No
Man 2
flight pole
version.
because he's fucking heavy as shit, though. I think that's the
Yeah.
reason why they're like.
But
Now
again,
the Battle Damage 85 has a flight pole,
Yeah.
and that's not a light figure, I will say.
And it should be the same little like connector that goes in there, and then you could put the flight pole in there.
Yeah,
So-
they had the older bases, like if you have a Death Watch Mando, you can use a flight pole on this. Because
I was looking to see if they even
used to
put it
screw
in-
into the thing and then they'd pull out. Hold on, I'll grab one.
Yeah, I was looking to see if that was like an
Wow.
additional,
I have
like,
one like right here.
because sometimes they'll do it, you know, they might put both in there, but it seems like that's not the case here.
Yeah. And like no, as cool as this is and all the innovation and stuff, it's still not USB.
Right, I
Really?
heard that the base is USB, but the figure
Jeez.
itself is battery powered.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hmm.
So the base will light up, but the figure itself will still need. Let's
Battery.
just be honest, it's still going to need a soap reactor. Y'all know where to go. to
Oh
get
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's funny. I bought my brother a clean 85 for Christmas, and he's like, "Man, how can I get it lit up?" I'm like, "Bro, there's batteries in there." If you like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because the whole thing used to come
there's
with
the
the
whole-
thing.
and he's a much bigger guy, so it's like, you know, his
Like this
fingers.
piece?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, he's got sausage fingers, so it's much harder for him to get the batteries in there. For me, I'm a smaller guy, so it's easier to get it in there, but it's still not, you know, an easy task. I'll say that. It's
Yeah.
still a bitch.
It's tedious. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's already getting in contact with this guy, you know, with the dude in Australia to get his own you know, soap reactor. So
Yeah, I still gotta buy from him too. Like, there's so many, like the Hulkbuster. I'd love to get that.
yeah,
Reactor, dude. Have that lit up all the time.
Mhm.
That'd be dope.
I think it's a must. And if Hot Toys, and you know they want to, and you know they want to do this, if they want to corner the market when it comes to these Iron Man and how, you know, where we buy them from, how they light up, and all of our concerns with that, they have to put the research and development into it. Like, you got to keep. It seems like it's getting there, like, you know, piece by piece. It seems Iron Man itself seems to be getting there. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand about Spider-Man. Is piece by piece, I'm seeing things in that formula that is changing, and there's going to be one figure down the line that's going to knock everybody's socks off because of the fact that Hot Toys is continues. I just think that's a natural evolution of things. If you work hard enough and you always continue to change things, and you try to you know, change your perspective on things, at some point you're going to come up with something special. I believe that's just in my opinion. They're going to continue to keep trying, like, even in their best efforts, still people are still buying their stuff. So
yeah, and they need to figure out. I mean, they need to figure out a different a lighting system, like something you could plug on the base or something that everything lights up, even the hands. Because you can't. I mean, they could set it up where
hard to do. I
everything.
think the concern is the heat.
What's that?
I think the concern on that is the amount of heat that you would generate if you were doing that. Like, you could give it inductive charging in the feet. That's not like impossible to do. It wouldn't even be necessarily that big of an upcharge. You could put a battery core in the torso. You lose a little bit of the movement, and then they already had the wires running all the way through it. But the amount of heat that you would generate, anything that's plastic is going to be toast.
Yeah. Especially if it raises up above a certain temperature.
Well, like, think of how hot your phone gets just charging, like, on a mat. Like,
there's issues that comes with that, for sure. Especially soap reactors, and people even getting that for the lightsabers as well. Like, that's,
we'll get there.
Yeah, and we're seeing that, right, AJ, with, you know, the Grand Inquisitor Reva that's coming out. some of these Star Wars figures, these Star Wars figures are having that, the USB. I think the being powered on, we've already got that checked, right? And, having a consistent source of power is checked, but now it's about the selling issue, like the selling of it has to be brighter. It has to, those things to really sell that this is a lightsaber and not just a toy.
Like Grand Inquisitor looked dope. Like the lightsaber on him looks very good.
Yeah, and I think that's I've only seen it, in light, under actual other light, right? Not like turned off.
But I think that's what makes it look more impressive. Is it looks really good.
Yeah, even when it's other stuff is attempting to wash it out, you can still see it. Yeah, I think to your point, I think
because the ones with the elbow, if we were to see it in the same conditions, you wouldn't see the blade like that much. You'd see the light go about halfway and it would stop. This is the whole thing, and there's no dead tip.
Right.
That's what
exactly. Wow. I'm really to really put a button on this, man, I'm really excited about this Iron Man for collectors. It's really dope. I hope that they at some point when they're done and they have 2.0 to everything else and they think about the 85 again, I would love for them to say, hey, you guys are gonna get that same sculpt because there's no reason to redo that because we've already redone it because that shit was bad when they first dropped it. So they can give us that sculpt, but the body I want a USB, and then I want some of these interchangeable pieces if you can give me that, like stuff that's on his like forearm and shit like that would be dope, man. Give people more options to pose their stuff, more options, display options. Like that never hurts anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if they're not going to make another like Mark 7, I'm gonna have to hunt that sumbitch down. That's another thing too, is on the back end of the market, how now we're getting all, people are getting these different announcements with these Iron Men, and these Iron Men are coming in tow with USB and lighting and all of this stuff. It's the previous editions. What happens to those on the secondary market now? Do they skyrocket or do they skyfall? And like what happens? That's another interesting thing, and only time will tell when it comes to that.
Well, what are you gonna do if Hano produces Iron Man?
Let me see what they're gonna produce for.
Yeah,
I totally can't see that being diecast.
Right.
That's one thing that's out of unless they want to make 6 scale Iron Man that light up maybe on the chest or whatever and the arms, and that are basically just fodder for the Hall of Armor. Then you give people that option, right? The plastic ones that can still work, they can go into the Hall of Armor, right?
Plastic.
What about it, Beam? What?
Like this guy, all plastic.
Yeah. But the point is, will they do it? Will they produce Iron Man? And if they do, are you going to like, let's say they come out with a Mark II or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean you're gonna buy Hano and Hot Toys, Mark? You
I don't think that they would do that because
they'd be eating themselves
that they're focusing more on the comic side of it.
Oh,
that way they don't have to pay for face sculpts. They don't have they're trying to make them budget wise.
Well, they won't have to pay for
plastic, but then
they wouldn't have to pay for space. They wouldn't have to pay for face sculpts anyway. It'll just be the armor. It won't be any,
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like Iron Man is maybe the one that Hano wouldn't touch because Hot Toys is an association and they already have that comic origins line.
Yeah. I wouldn't
and
think
if they did, it'd probably be around the more 250 range than 160.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got to look at it this way. Suppose they start, putting out figures left and right here, and then all of a sudden now you've got most of the Avengers, but you're gonna need an Iron Man. What do you know what I mean? They're already bringing out a Thor.
That is an interesting thing you say that, because I'm thinking they will do a Black Widow. I think they'll do a classic suit, latex black,
purple.
You know they're
I'm
going to
getting
do it.
I'm getting a little hot under my hoodie
Comic
saying
book Hawkeye.
latex black with the gold
Exactly.
belt. You know what I'm saying?
You know they're going to do a Captain America, and
Oh yeah, I
dude,
can't wait for that. That's gonna be cool as hell.
if they do a Hawkeye in the classic comic book purple,
Oh yeah, man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I think
I'd
that
be fucking
Hono
done,
line
bro.
is like the best chance for us to get a Beta Ray Bill. Like, I don't think the MCU is going to incorporate him. They keep like teasing, but now they've like moved away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Carbonites exist. They were in Endgame.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think you even want to see them try to touch that the state they're in right now.
No, I think Beta Ray Bill will be fine. Like, I don't think he'd be that hard to
love the
create.
character. I don't love the writing.
Yeah, I think people misconstrue. Oh man, if they just bring X-Men back, Marvel be great. Suppose they come out with crappy X-Men. It doesn't guarantee it's going to be good. And there's a lot of people that really don't like the previous X-Men movies.
The bar's
a lot of
not
people don't
that
like
high
it.
on that.
I mean, it's there. A lot of it is iconic, quote unquote. But a lot of people don't like their movie.
But the X-Men, I think they at this point, I think they know they got to get this shit right. I think
they will.
It's when it comes to X-Men, this ain't.
Hell yeah!
Don't get me wrong. Now, I love the first family and everything, but this ain't Fantastic Four, bro.
Oh hell no!
This is X-Men.
Absolutely not.
All right, and you have to get this shit right.
Trimble Dust, your timing is perfect because that Adam Warlock that they did and is absolute garbage. Out of all of my favorite heroes in Marvel, they trashed him the most, and that figure looks like ass. This
the third party one.
bring me the F up beam, if you will, and let me show you guys what they need to do. And guess what? Hano Toys could do this.
Oh, easy.
That's your Warlock.
Yeah, dude.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's. I bought this.
I'm okay with that. I'd rather have the black costume though.
No. I want this one. This is the classic. I want that. You give me that, I'm there. And that's the Jim Starlin.
Yeah.
But this goes all the way back. I bought this when I was a teenager. And then this right here is a program. This was before Star Wars came out. And this is a show they had called the Triple Fanfare. I was just a young boy, and I went to this, and it was awesome. And then on the back of the program, these are some really classic. These books were really huge. They were very big, and you had Vampirella. I used to buy all of this stuff. Well, I didn't buy a lot of the horror, but I did. I bought Eerie and Creepy, and then the Spirit, which is on the front here. I used to collect these big ones, But yeah, that's the
1974.
Yeah, but that's the Warlock I want, man.
I don't blame you. I won't. You are fully within your right to have an opinion. And honestly, looking at that movie, I half enjoyed the portrayal of Adam Warlock, but I also know the history of Adam Warlock, and I know that for a lot of you that may not know or follow the comics, he in one of the iterations of the Infinity Saga, he was the guy that snapped it. It wasn't Iron Man, it was him.
Yeah. And in the movie, it wasn't Hulk that was supposed to fall through the roof. It was Silver Surfer. There's a lot of Silver Surfer was integral in Infinity. And Endgame, and so was Warlock.
Anytime there's a celestial threat, it's usually Norrin. He's the one that's warning everybody, right? Because he knows of the threat, so he knows he's met them, he's seen them. I'm with you.
I don't think Disney bought. I don't think Disney bought Fox yet at that time. So.
Yep, because remember he was the Silver Surfer was a part of that second Fantastic Four film, which, like S Beam said, was a part of Fox. Yeah.
Right.
And then they had a time where there was that period of time where they owned it, but they had to wait like 3 or whatever years because they had to wait for any existing contracts to expire.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true.
Nasty business, man. And then they made that trash one with my boy Michael B. Jordan.
Dude, bro, the first hour of that was dope. Everything until it goes black and it says 1 year later. I loved all of that.
I couldn't even get into the first hour, man. I was like, this is bullshit.
It was like so faithful to like how they would have been when they were teenagers.
Well, I didn't like that approach. That was my problem.
Mm-hmm.
It was the approach.
Yeah. Shocked they even got Spider-Man in Civil War. Yes. That early on, he shouldn't even have been in there because of the, all of the litigation.
Yep. And I understand they had to juggle characters around because they didn't have certain characters, the rights for certain characters, but you don't have to totally gut them. You don't have to underpower
exactly
them.
with Hulk. You guys gutted him because he's literally between two companies. He's got Marvel that's trying to get him back, right? Because they couldn't afford to hold on to him 30 years ago. And then you got this other company that now sees the MCU making gangbusters in terms of cash, but they're doing nothing with them. They're just sitting on him.
Yeah, I think actually they got the rights back to Hulk now.
Yeah,
I think they've been fighting this whole time because Universal hasn't done anything with them, and I think Disney with the big pockets, they just bought them back.
Well, they announced the Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie. It's been announced.
Yeah, that's not real.
It's not.
That's not real. There's someone said there was a Nova thing coming too, and there's not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I would rather see Ed Norton back. That was my dude, bro. That Hulk movie was the
that was good.
It's just never. I never had a problem with Ruffalo. I just always had a problem with how they handled Hulk.
I agree with you there. I don't have a problem with him either.
That brother can act because we saw him in the Zodiac Killer movie, and all of that. He can do his thing. He's in something with my girl Gwen Stacy, Emma. They did some crazy foul like funny wild thing. It's like a weird, interesting movie that they're in. But yeah, he's doing stuff. He can act, man. Dude, it's just how they've approached him.
He's fantastic in that movie with Michael Keaton, where they're both playing reporters. It's a period piece, almost like they were investigating the quote unquote child molestation stuff that was attached to the Catholic Church. It was a big scandal that was about 10 years ago. Well, they did a movie about 5 or 6 years ago about that scandal, and they did it from the news team and the reporting room, and Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton was the editor of the magazine, and Mark Ruffalo was the go out and get it reported. Fantastic movie. I'll come up with the name of it when I can, but you guys got to see it. It's very good.
Cool. And they originally wanted Mark Ruffalo for the Incredible Hulk, but the studio wanted a bigger name, so they had to go with Ed Norton.
Yep.
And then he tried to rewrite the whole movie.
Yes.
And it turned out pretty good. I mean,
well, they didn't let him, but he tried to.
Shutter Island, Trimble. Yeah, he's a good actor. I just think like they didn't give the Hulk the runtime needed, and I felt like the relationship between him and Natasha, although would have been interesting, it just felt like it wasn't earned. It just kind of happened. Like we were like, boom, all right, you guys like each other, and in Civil War, and then it's like Age of Ultron. Like this is kind of a thing now. Like okay, like kind of just kind of came out of nowhere for me at least. But
the name of the movie was Spotlight. Came out in 2015.
Spotlight.
Okay. Excellent. It was great.
And
what was
Foxcatcher?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that one.
It's about the two wrestler dudes, Mark Schmidt.
Okay.
It's the thing, but it's time to go back to Savage Hulk. Yeah, that's where we're all at.
He needs to get bigger. The matter he gets, I think they should get to that as well.
Yeah.
Dude, when he took fucking Loki and threw him around like a rag and bashed him into the concrete, I'm like, nah, that's my Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
We're bad.
We haven't seen him really like embodied
that's
himself since Avengers 2012. We haven't really seen him get into that.
That's the last time he hulked out, really hulked out.
Maybe against the Hulkbuster. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe against the Hulkbuster, that was like, but there's just seeing him like literally just grabbing people, smashing them, throwing them, screaming. Like we didn't get much of that.
Yeah. I think Age of Ultron was the last time. Well, I mean, other than the beginning of Infinity War, but then he got his ass whooped by Thanos.
Oh God, that was so disappointing, bro. My heart just sank.
Well, is the Hulk? I mean, like stronger than Thanos?
The Hulk is.
I mean, obviously, but like
his power. His power is his anger. So just keep making him mad, and he gets more and more more powerful.
But I think Thanos was a good foe for him. Like I don't.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been taken out that quick.
And I think for hand-to-hand combat, maybe Thanos was taught a little bit more, a little bit more thoroughly than Hulk.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's hard to tell. I mean, if we really. It's hard to tell in that instance that we got in the film because Thanos already had the one of the stones with him, so it was already an unfair fight.
Well, that's true too.
It was a classic boxer versus brawler fight, though.
But they could have. Hulk could have put up a better fight, even if he had to lose. They could have given more respect.
See, but that was part of trying to get to sell you that Hulk is scared.
That's bullshit.
Hulk is the actual Hulk inside is scared of this fucking Thanos.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
He's gotten his ass whooped. It's like
right. It's
like
they wanted to go with that. I see where they were going with that, like kind of like that performance anxiety. That
but dude, even when Hulk gets his ass whooped, he doesn't go away like he'll come back. He comes back, but the way they treated him and the way he punked out, that is not Hulk. I'm sorry, I just can't accept it.
I'm only saying that because this is that was the way that they intended it to be understood from seeing it on the screen. But I totally agree. Like none of this stuff. I don't think anybody. I think they wanted to really sell us on that despair with having the Hulk get punked in the first 10 minutes, and then you're like, oh, we don't have our trump card. Right. Like what happens now? That's why they wanted to, get that feeling going. For me in Infinity War, the shit worked because my heart was pumping all the way to, everybody got snapped, so they did a good job there in terms of that.
One of the few comic book movies in history, probably the only one that I can remember, where they concluded a film and the good guys lost. That's rare. You don't see that very often.
And if Hulk knew how to fight like that, like quick punches, jabs, like Thanos was doing, I think it would have been a more of a fair fight because Hulk is more smash and Thanos was power and speed.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I like the spectacle, but it's like it's hard for you to try to sell me that like Hulk don't want to get back out there and beat somebody ass. Especially when the other dudes showed up, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you had to get saved, you had to get saved up by your boy Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man came in and helped him out, especially with Iron Man. Like
see what people don't understand is Hulk is more focused than Bruce Banner is.
And he heals pretty damn quick too. Like he would have.
The reason why I say that
and got back up and
the reason why I say that is because basically when Hulk comes to being is usually in time to fight or to defend himself. He's gonna be focused, man. He's gonna be he's more focused than Bruce Banner when he's the Hulk than when Bruce Banner is Bruce Banner.
Oh, I bet Ragnarok. He was the Hulk and he tried to whoop Surtur's ass.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Actually, I think Ragnarok might have been like my favorite iteration. Like they had the comedy Hulk stuff with the Like,
I could have gone without
that's
seeing his ass though.
I'm one of the few that did not like Ragnarok. I knew Thor was on his way down from Ragnarok. I said, we're done.
I didn't like it when I initially saw it, but the more that I see it, it's one of my
Same.
favorite movies. That did not happen with Love and Thunder.
Nope.
Yep. Same.
Oh, Love and Thunder was garbage from before the
You
credits.
can't make
Over
fun
the
of
credits.
cancer, bro. There's no fucking way in any way I'm gonna
Yeah,
let you
dude.
just like make fun of cancer and let you slide, bro. Like
No, you don't have to make fun of it. You can make it a dramatic, more integral part of the story. But, you know,
that's what I thought because when you're saying
yeah,
when
that's just-
you bring in Lady Thor, right? And if you know the character, you know that she's always been on her deathbed in any iteration of the character outside of when we met her in the MCU.
exactly.
So like for me, when you hear her name, you're like, okay, you're gonna be dying and you need this power to save you. But the way that they did it, it wasn't like, she goes to that museum, she sees pieces of Mjolnir behind the glass, and then it cuts away. And then the next time we see her, she's in a suit, and Thor's like befuddled, and she's all just doing her thing. It's like you even shorted us out on an origin in your own movie. You know what I mean? Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, dude, it's all right. That storyline, that plot thread should have been like 4 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they tried to make
that
movies in one.
Like they should have had like the end credit scenes. They should have had her like getting sicker in like a couple things, and then when you get to like the movie before Secret Wars, she dies, and then she like comes back like then is the Valkyrie.
And they wasted Christian Bale.
Yes. And they filmed so much, dude. Like, and they even filmed Jane getting the power because
they filmed it all.
Set photos of her like floating and stuff like that.
Flailing tube man.
Yep.
And then the scene with him and what was it, Zeus, where he actually got the freaking lightning bolt, was way better than what they actually put on the screen.
Yeah. Yep.
I got 45 minutes.
The deleted scenes were so much better than the movie.
That's fucking.
But
you talking about Love and Thunder?
They're deleted for a reason. Yeah, the wrong reasons.
Yeah, somebody should have been overseeing. What the hell's his face? Taika.
Yeah.
Like all that shit. But they're like, oh, Ragnarok was a hit. You can do whatever the hell you want. And he's like, okay. Joke. Somewhat story. Joke. Like,
I'm like, I think that dude is off of like the strongest ketamine you could find. It's just like, where's your brain trying to lead us to, bro?
Yeah.
You're like, but it's not no logic to it, man.
He's not even cool weird. Like there's some weird people that are cool. He's not even cool.
And
he's like,
I still like Taika though. I just
his energy is best used elsewhere. Ragnarok was great, but you didn't need to Ragnarok all of Thor's story. Ragnarok was the switch up that we needed to get from like Dark World, get from the earlier films, right? That it worked. Now it's like you could have taken a nice balance of it's got comedy because Chris Hemsworth he knows how to balance that and make it funny, make himself likable. What has been given, and most of all of that Thor cast is pretty good. I think we all like the Thor cast. Outside, even if it's from outside projects, we do like the Thor cast. We love Loki. We loved Odin because we know Odin's from some of the most iconic fucking films of all time. Anthony Hopkins.
Well, now
we love Hela. Like the cast for Thor has always been strong. It's like you just lean on them. Let them take us.
We didn't even get to see him butcher a single god though.
Yeah,
right,
Gore in the beginning. All of a sudden, he's a butcher of the gods. Yeah,
like did they even use that title in the movie? Was he even called the God Butcher in the movie?
Super tiny detail, and I know I'm probably the only one who cares, but it really chapped my ass that when they found Falgral dead when Sif was there with her arm cut off.
Oh yeah,
they mentioned the fact that he liked to wrestle black holes for fun.
Yeah, they didn't build his
I know that that's
character
super
at all.
tiny, but it makes the feat that God, if anything, if you're not going to show us, you could at least tell us what's going on. And I feel like that detail Like they were like, he was such a nice guy, blah blah blah. Okay, he was a nice guy. That's why he's dead, because he was kind of a
Such a
pussy.
nice
Like,
guy.
I don't know.
They
But like
essentially
the line of like him wresting black holes for fun. Now you're like, oh, okay, that's crazy.
Fun.
Who would do that? That guy was probably a badass.
they Ultroned Gore, pretty much. They just turned him into a villain of the day. You know, that's it. And they need to, not do that. Stretch him out over multiple movies. Turn that shit into a trilogy, or
we don't have to kill the villain for the movie to be a good movie.
Yeah,
the villain does not have to die. The villain could just. There were so many shows, and we talked about Dragon Ball Z earlier. We talked about all of these anime and fucking Frieza. If you know Dragon Ball Z, Frieza lasted for like 20 years, bro. Like they were fighting Frieza in space, and they was fighting him on a like outside of space on a planet, and then they fought him on a planet, and then they fought him again like 20 years later in the tournament. Like this guy doesn't fucking go away. Even me, he's not my favorite Dragon Ball Z villain. I like Cell because Cell had boom, 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 and Cell was gone, right? Like he did his thing, and then all of these characters grew. He advanced, and all of the characters grew because he pushed them to go over their limits, right? And I think that's kind of where we want with a lot of these, villains. We saw with Thanos. Thanos brought out the best of everybody. Thanos brought out the best in Captain America. He brought out the most, like, the savage part. We saw all the good parts of T'Challa, but we didn't see that savagery, and we got to see that in that battle for Wakanda. Like, man, open up the gate, fuck it. Like, that's the type of shit. How about there's like fucking 1,000 alien enemies, and I'm just gonna me and my white friend, my favorite white dude, Captain America, we're gonna run in front of everybody and destroy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just me and my white homie. Like that's the cool stuff that we miss and we want to see back, and we want to see enemies bring that out of our heroes.
Batrock's the most hardcore villain in the MCU because he's the only one that didn't die.
I can't believe they brought him to life. That was the weirdest. I couldn't believe it. Batrock, you're actually doing Batrock?
He eventually did, didn't he? He eventually did.
Died.
He didn't die. He got away again at the end of.
Did he? Did he get away?
I'm pretty sure he got away.
Did he get away? I don't remember.
I thought he died, but either way,
no, he's not dead. Oh no, you're right. Oh, Sharon killed his ass.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Falcon Winter Soldier.
Damn it.
Why they killed him off?
Yeah, my neck cut out. Yeah, he definitely went out in Falcon.
Yeah.
But he was such a horrible.
Sharon capped his ass. Damn it.
Yeah. He was a horrible representation.
What if at least he was used multiple times instead of just the one?
At least he made it to Disney Plus.
Yep.
But he was a horrible representation of him. Nothing like the comic.
Yeah, they need to stop like nerfing everybody,
Zemo,
like nerfing the villains, nerfing the heroes. I mean
they don't have to be perfect.
No,
but you got to do a hell of a lot better than this, man.
Zemo's still alive.
Yep.
We shouldn't be talking just about Thanos. That's the you know what I mean? That's the tragedy is that there's so many great villains, and all we really can talk about that's somewhat Teflon is Thanos. Yep. Everybody else got holes in them.
But I gotta say,
we was all hyped for fucking Kane. Goddamn, I want to say Kane, but you guys know what I mean. Jonathan Major's character.
Kane. Yeah.
You're one letter off.
Right, yeah, one letter off. But yeah, like we should be like celebrating Kane right now, right? Like we should be like, oh my god, we finally got this guy, and we should all be excited for Secret Wars, which is he is very integral to that storyline. If you know,
he got fired.
So now
I wasn't sold on. I wasn't sold on him. He just was. I didn't care.
Well, he got his ass whooped in Ant-Man.
Yeah, they didn't let you get sold on him, to be honest.
And the best that we saw him in was in Loki. So
yeah, right. And there was no powers, no nothing being used. It was just all acting there.
Yeah, that's great. But I'm totally anti whatever this multitude shit. I'm tired of it. Let's get back to just single good stories.
Oh yeah, the multiverse.
I'm tired of connecting everything together because you guys don't do a very good job of leading us
Of
along.
doing that, right?
Because there's no real leader like Kevin Feige during the Infinity Saga. It's Suits.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige's going, yeah, okay, approved. Because he's just running, he's running Marvel as a whole.
Now he's back in charge, though.
Yeah, they need to put him back in that seat. When they took him out that seat, we see all of the.
Well, he wasn't taken out of the seat. Bob Chapek put in most of those 1,500 people that got laid off when Bob Iger came back. That was the whole layer of management that Bob Chapek had stuck in. So, like, Kevin Feige would still make the projects, but all the editing and final process and whether it was going to theaters or Disney Plus was decided by a banker. They stuck all these little middle management layers in there. So the head of Pixar and Disney and all that, that's why everything got all screwed up, because those dudes don't know what they're doing. They're just they're there for is to make money, but you don't know what makes money because you don't do this because you don't think creatively.
Yeah.
Well, they ran out of excuses with me.
Yeah, all those dudes are gone now.
Yes.
Now the rest of the stuff that they're doing
I sure tell hope so, because they're all dumbasses
and all that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they brought Iger back.
Yeah,
Iger. We need it because these characters, and these worlds are so inviting. They're so beautiful. These stories are so inspiring.
They're important.
And if they're important if they're done correctly, right? And they don't understand, we know there's idiots out there. We will never be able to, control idiots and people who can't really articulate themselves.
Yes.
But, that is why you get the passionate responses that you get from fans, because they've already loved this material and they know you can do better. Right? They're holding you to a standard that has already have been set.
Yeah.
So
they're still missing, though.
How does Stan Lee and Ditko create something, in fucking 63 or 62? That's you might be onto something there. But how do they make something in 62 or 63 and you got all this technology in 23 and you can't come close to it?
Yeah,
you can't at least make it so that it's just as enjoyable. I know those guys are legends, but you can't take what they did and make it so that it's enjoyable and people are not having a hissy fit over it.
About the quality. Wrong button. Victoria Alonso's gone. She was the line producer. She was in charge of making sure everything met from inception to release date. Peter Rice is gone, who is the head of TV, and Alan Horn, which I think is the biggest one, who is the head of the entire film division. He's now at Warner Brothers.
Victoria Alonso also.
But he's more of a consultant role at Warner Brothers.
Over there now he was, but he was the head at Disney because he went from Warner Brothers, retired, and then they pulled him out, and then he came to Disney, then he retired, then they pulled him back.
Well, yeah, originally he was at Warner Brothers, then he came to Disney. Yep.
Yeah. And then he left Disney, and then he came back to Disney, and then he left Disney, and then now he's back at Warner Brothers.
Well, I don't care who they got back, because that industry is like a revolving door. CEOs jump from each other to each other. Everybody knows each other. It's all a bunch of bullshit. So they can clean house. They can bring
people have different talent levels, though.
Yeah, but dude, I am tired of them giving me false hope.
At one point, Victoria Alonso oversaw 19 projects from start to finish, though, dude.
I don't care.
That's insane.
I don't care.
Not just her, though. It wasn't just her.
Guess what?
She was the line producer. There, other people have different responsibilities.
Guess what, AJ? Guess what, AJ? I woke up this morning. I'm here right now. Like Janet Jackson said. What was the word? What's the thing? The famous.
I guess the point that I'm trying to make, Michael, is that the lack.
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
That's fair.
What have you done? Because the past is the past. You've already ruined everything. You're telling me what you're gonna do, but it isn't here yet. Well, so I think those
are significant pieces that they don't have back in the pie. Is what that's my point. Is like they might have they don't fully have the band back together, so they might only get back to like 60% of the strength that they were at because they don't have the right people in the right roles. They had to break up Victoria Alonso's roles into 3 separate people. That's 3 separate people giving 3 separate sets of instructions and 3 separate needs for whatever. So now that's all that extra dialogue in the pie.
Well,
like communication is where things break down when you're trying to make these things.
60% is not enough for me. Sorry.
I'm not saying that's not true. What
Loki season 2 was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I liked it. The only thing that I've outright completely hated that they've done though under this thing was Love and Thunder. Like I Black Panther 2 was okay. I'm not super big on Shuri as Black Panther. And the way they went around about the T'Challa issue was kind of weird. Namor I liked. I thought Namor was cool.
We ain't never getting that figure, are we?
Fuck no.
Maybe
I think it was because he got into trouble. I really think
I think so. Yeah. Well,
and it was like right after the movie. It was like when he was building that. Like if it continued to keep going, and he was just like he went gotten other roles because I ain't seen the brother in another movie. It's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
But
so I think he's in trouble.
Let me tell you something.
And I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that for Hot Toys.
They don't give a damn.
They got as long as it doesn't happen in China, they don't give a shit.
Looking at you, Ezra.
I don't think they ever really planned on making him, and because
that really could be the case.
I don't think the movie reached a certain hype level. It
wasn't in our cultural zeitgeist long enough for Hot Toys to be like, you know what, people want this shit badly.
Right
there, you go.
Whereas the first movie was like the hot cakes, like the hot cakes, like everybody had to have
Black Panther,
right now.
Shuri.
If that were the case, we haven't gotten Okoye yet.
No,
and
that's
maybe we can get an Okoye when they do the Black
Big
Panther
fat
show
miss
from Wakanda.
Yeah,
I hope. This has got to be. That's got to be a character. We need a Dora Milaje, or like. Not only are they important to, and I'm sorry, I'll let you go, Blue. But not only are they important to like the Black Panther mythos, but these are actual like historical. These women come from history. There were actual women in Africa called the non-Nomiton. They were basically like Amazonian women, and they would go. And this is some of the toughest parts of Black history, especially. They would go and they would be warring tribes that would go and take over other tribes and then send them into slavery. And they would cut off people's heads and wear them on belts. Like that's where it comes from. These are some of the most badass women on the planet. They will fuck you up. And so that's why people want they want a Dora Milaje, they want a Okoye, because not only is that cool to have that along with the figure, but there's some historical implications there that people are interested in. He wasn't even a
super soldier.
Like I think that's probably where people like the people like us, they probably fall on there. It's like, it's not superhero. Who cares?
It disappointed me we didn't get a third party Bucky from Wakanda named like Disabled War Vet or something.
Bro, it's funny you say that. You ever seen that? There was a panel where Spider-Man went to like Wakanda, and like it had like the Dora Milaje women, like they were braiding his hair. I was like, yeah, that's my guy. I'd definitely be up in there and get braided. But yeah, man, it's very interesting why we don't have certain figures that we do. Especially with Black Panther.
Hot Toys. We need to flood Hot Toys comments like on this new Iron Man. Everybody needs to go, where's Okoye? Where's Okoye? Where's Okoye? Where's Okoye? Where's Okoye?
Bro.
Till they go, tons of people are asking for Okoye. Like, how do you?
It better be artisan. I know you ain't gonna give me no hair, but artisan on the clothing, man.
So if I
be good material.
MODOK, I'll get MODOK.
What's that?
If I can get my Okoye, I'll let you get your fucking MODOK, bro.
At least the MODOK was teased. We haven't even gotten a tease of an Dora Milaje.
Right. Not even a tease. Yep.
And the best we got is the Target figures. The Target figures that people are getting and putting in their display. That's the best we got.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one already. I have one too. I have that myself. Yep.
Honestly, at this point, S Beam, you probably either paint it yourself or send it in to get painted, and you're good to go. At this point.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I have an Okoye sculpt. I just need to get it molded, cast or whatever. Yeah. I would love to put that on because I have that figure there, and I mean,
it feels like that's the last. Well, no, it's not. It's her and M'Baku. People want an M'Baku because
M'Baku would be great too.
That would be sick. Ao, and then I'm trying to think. I think those would be at least those two have to happen. Honestly, I'm very surprised that we didn't get an Ironheart. With just knowing how Hot Toys have always just shown up for a die cast anything. The fact that they decided whatever, and I know that if I just know for a fact, this is just me, if the Black Panther, the people if they came out with her actual suit from the comics where it's slim and looks like Iron Man, they would have did that shit. I promise you, bro. Yeah. They would have instantly. That would have been one of the first things we saw. I promise. But I don't think they liked that suit. Because they made a plastic and die cast multiple Iron Mans of the same figure. We just talked about today. So what held you guys from doing that? I know part of me wants to make it a melanated thing, but I'm not. I'm gonna go with the fact that I think you guys just weren't that hot into the design and decided not to do it.
I liked her first suit, like the Mark one that she had when she
with like the kind of like it's got the metal and she's still kind of working. Yeah, I like that. I feel like that could have been a thing. You would have had literally a Mech Test Riri and a Mark 1 Riri in the same fucking movie, and they're like, no.
Yeah,
and she could have been winning your Iron Man display too.
Yeah, and to be honest, I didn't like her Mark 2 suit at the end. I didn't really like the design either, but I would have bought it because how often do we get a Riri? I'm hoping in her show. Hopefully the suits are better.
Yeah, I think that we will get that more slimmer suit from that. So we'll see what happens with Armor Wars, because I think they're gonna kill a lot of.
Oh man, yeah,
they're gonna kill a lot of people with that show. If that show comes out and is successful, let's say even if it's not successful, but the designs are, you guys are still gonna get hurt.
Well, Daredevil's got his red suit in Echo.
Right.
I saw clips of it today,
and we're hearing all these rumors about Ben Affleck possibly reprising his role.
What? No, you didn't. No,
that's gonna be in Deadpool though.
Okay, that's Deadpool.
Deadpool, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean, I don't know if that's like real. I think Ryan Reynolds was like, people are leaking stuff, so I'm gonna leak like a bunch of stuff, and it's gonna come from me. So now he just put a bunch of fake stuff out there,
bro. That would be.
Yeah. But I'm not sure. AJ wasn't Elektra confirmed though? Wasn't that something that had a little bit more weight to that?
To be completely 100% honest with you, at this point, I've heard so much crazy stuff about this movie. I don't know what's true and what's not true, and what's confirmed and what's not confirmed. People took the same photo that we had with the broken Fox Studios logo, and they photoshopped a bunch of like rando characters. Like we saw that Cyclops in the comic book accurate costume on set. I don't know if he's actually in there, if it's James Marsden, if it's a new guy. Like,
it's hard to believe anything coming from that realm of stuff, because we got so much shit and then it just started keep going. It was just like, all right, stop giving me the movie.
Ryan Reynolds though, he took charge on it. He was like, "Oh, y'all gonna leak some movie stuff, huh?" Okay, cool. He just made up a bunch of like stuff and like told people, so then they leaked it. So now you just like disinformation wise, I have no idea, dude. Like,
hey, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. Well, I just want to iterate something real quickly because I know Beam wants to leave and I gotta go.
Yeah,
but real quickly. Trimble brought up about doing some kit bashing during Melage. This subject came up at just the wrong time because I meant to show something early. I did a modification kit bashing, but I'll show it next week. Yeah, with doing with the what kind of but I'll show it next week. I just wanted to get that out there. But anyway, yeah, guys, I got to call it a night.
Okay. Yeah, we've gone over 3 hours today. So
this was awesome. This was awesome. This was great.
Hell yeah.
I'm really glad you guys came in. This is awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah.
My dudes,
for sure.
Yeah, hit over that 3 hour mark. I gotta go tend to the children. So I think we'll end it here. We'll talk about some more of this stuff next week when we're back for episode 2 of season 3.
I'm pretty sure Beam would say that you're always invited back, late bloomer.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Special shout out to you, late bloomer, AJ, El Professoro, who popped in for a moment. It was awesome for you to pop in. Loco Lou, thank you for coming in. Michael Elliott, and everyone in the chat, everyone who did the super chats. Michael Elliott,
Tremble Dust.
Tremble Dust.
Yep. Blur Dad, OG fan.
OG fan.
Had Beskar earlier. Just a few people I can remember off the top of my head.
It's weird saying super chats. That's kind of weird because I'm not used to it yet, I guess. But yeah, OG fan, Tremble, Mike, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Everyone in the chat, from some guy, Blur Dad, AJ was in the chat, El Professor was in the chat, Late Bloomer was in the chat, 12-inch Moose Stream, Commander Green, Tijuana Mike, Thule. I saw Thule's name, single songwriter.
Yeah, man.
Thank you all for coming in. Who else was here?
Did we say Mark P yet?
Mark P was in the chat as well. Yep. Thank you.
You said my guy, some guy.
Some guy is in the chat.
JB,
every 99.99% of the time he's in the chat.
He's usually here at first.
Yeah, usually.
Usually.
Best Car Kid was in the chat. Yep. Some guy.
Yeah, shout out to some guy, man. He's found his way over to our Discord.
He's so hardcore. He's so hardcore. It's been cool
chatting with him. Yeah.
MB Dyson was in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Don't forget to smash the bell on your way out too, guys. We're at 4. There's 11 watching.
Hit that sub button if you haven't already. We hit over 500.
Blur Dad.
Thank you, Blur Dad.
Wow. Thank you.
Again.
Another 2. Awesome. Thank you, OG. Super
I was about to say the same thing, Triple Dust, like, get used to it.
Oh, he will.
But yeah, it all goes back into the channel. So doing giveaways eventually, make it come back. Doing more stop motion. Once it gets bigger. Once we get bigger, it'll help out with the stop motion. Doing more of that stuff. And speaking of which, before we go, I do have that right now. I do have some of it. I do have some of it right now. Where'd it go? So it's just about a minute long, and I don't know. I don't remember if it had us audio or not, but we'll play it right now. You can all unmute too if you like. Maybe I can unmute you. Good sound. That I did in my sync.
It's the robot chicken mouth that was really getting me, bro.
Robot Chicken, but actually that goes further back than that. There's an old cartoon that came on called Clutch Cargo, and they did the opposite. They would have the cartoon drawing, but there would actually be human lips where the cartoon is. It's crazy. And it's really, because they show close to the characters and they're really human lips talking. It's awesome.
Nice.
Dude, man, you're going to be doing full episodes by next week to where you're.
I want to get him to like 5 minutes if I can, but that's a lot of work.
That'd be great.
It's like a couple weeks worth.
Yeah, called Bean Tunes or something like that.
Oh, did you get your Peacemaker yet?
No.
Hmm.
Nope. I haven't even gotten around to ordering one yet. So
Right on. I started doing the intro.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I
Nice.
still gotta find
I'll
one.
wait for you to get it so we can.
Yeah. It might be a little bit longer than anticipated, but yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I got to get out of here.
All right.
Take
All
care
right,
and
Michael.
see you next week.
See ya, man.
Bye.
Bat needs to smack Robin, he says. Nope. Penguin did.
Funny.
But
Yep.
yeah, hopefully once I get all the dialogue done, and it'll take a little bit longer too. But yeah, again, thank you, Late Bloomer, AJ,
Of course, my man.
Lou Tattoo, Michael Elliott, Loco
Always.
Lou,
Of course.
El Professoro. Thanks for stopping in today. Everyone in the chat, thank you for stopping in as well and talking with us and giving us, great topics and joining in on the conversation. It's much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Join us next week. We'll be talking more. I want to talk about that anniversary stuff that Hot Toys dropped. Announcements, basically a half-ass announcement for it. There's a little video that they announced. The anniversary is coming up, the 25th of episode 1, 85 of Marvel and Batman. So they're teasing stuff to come out for that. So we'll talk about that next week. And stay tuned for more stop motion and an after show reactions as soon as we plan it for What If.
Mm-hmm.
So
I still gotta watch that last episode.
yeah, I gotta finish it up. So
it was good. Actually, I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
I kept seeing like clips and stuff online. I'm like, don't show me nothing.
yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't finished
Trying to
it
go
yet.
into that as blind as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll watch that tonight.
That'll do it for us. Stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind, and we will catch you on the next one.
Later.